what's up? Does the demo really not let you do any transfers? That feels messed up. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday to all who celebrate. Happy Thursday, my dudes. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. First sub of the day is Jankinate. Thank you for the 38 months, and thank you for using $5 of Jeff Bezos' money. Riley, thank you for the 56 months with the Prime. Mike, thank you so much for the 16 months. Sandor, thank you for the 16 months. Just love for you. No dad jokes. I appreciate that. Rad Lad, thank you for the 35 months. Hit it with a bing bong. I miss the bing bong days. Simpler times. Simpler times. Whenever I see a Zealand live stream, I'm happy throughout the day. Honestly, same. If I'm live streaming, that means I have the free time to live stream. That's a W. That's a big fat W. Hey, Theo with the 5 gifted subs. Theo, thank you for making 5 people's days. If you got a gifted sub, be sure to say thank you. That would be Burlack Mickey, actually Dan Becknish, and Kyeresma. Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes. Calceem, thank you for the 20 months in the tier 1. Stokey FM, welcome to the Hammers. Thanks for dropping the Prime. And Hockey Soda with a big ol' 64 months. YouTube saying hi to Twitch, said, good morning, Twitch. Say it back. Good morning? Who are you, me? It's 1 in the afternoon. If you don't say thank you, you're banned. I don't make the rules. Exactly, Theo. A good evening to some, good morning to others. A beautiful day, dare I say, for some Melilla. I'm not going to lie, the World Cup hangover is hitting now. I don't know about you guys, but today, or maybe even like yesterday, is the first day that I'm really starting to feel the World Cup hangover. I guess I was living off of a residual high for a couple of days, or like just still reacting to what had happened and the fallout of what had happened. But now I'm like, the only sport on is baseball. I like baseball. Golf is done. Tennis is done. Obviously, the World Cup is done. It's just baseball. MLS was today. And now MLS is like, it's not even fully back yet. I mean, it's back, but it's not like back for me. I'm like, baseball is great, but it's like it's the dog days of the baseball season. You know? All we have is UCL qualifiers. It's true, we do have UCL and a Europa League and Conference League qualifiers. Those are all happening too. All that is going down right now. All 30 MLS teams played yesterday. Is Messi back? No, right? Did he play yesterday? How about the Yankees? Dude, it was the Red Sox. They had, like a 16-game winning streak or something ridiculous? Yeah, I think the Orioles just ended it yesterday, but Lewandowski made his debut. Bro just aired me. Rymo, thank you for the 25 months. The Baker's double dozen. Congrats. Messi didn't. He's taking a break. Yeah, that's what I meant. Is he even going to the is he going to the All-Star game? I'm going to the All-Star game. I'd be surprised if he was going. Taking his post-World Cup vacation. What I think of the World Cup in terms of how entertaining it was? I mean, I think the World Cup was awesome from an on-field perspective. I think the World Cup was sensational. I think we got just like a tremendous slate of games. I think we got. I would have loved more upsets in the knockouts. That was probably the only thing I felt like we were missing. Yeah. Me between the sticks at the All-Star game? No. No, I'm going strict, not in my capacity as a former international goalkeeper. I'm going in a creator capacity. Berhalter's going to Middlesbrough. How will he save the Caps now? Well, I mean, at least you got a couple million. He's probably just going to leave at the end of his contract anyways. Chelsea signed a 15-year-old American today. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan, who I'm pretty sure is still 16, was bawling for Philly Union last night. I did see that. That's the kid that Man City signed when he was like 14. He's playing for Philadelphia Union now, and he's bawling. I'm telling you, there's a generation of U.S. players, man. They're on the way. Anderson said in his City interview he's going on a 3-week holiday. Yeah. I mean, you probably don't need a 3-week holiday if you got knocked out in the group stage, which I would say the majority of MLS players. Not really. Like Messi and DePaul they both started the World Cup final. They both play in MLS. They're probably not going to be back for weeks. Promise David to the Bundesliga. Promise David's good. That's the Canadian striker. He's good. I think he looked good at the World Cup too. Cape Verde was the standout team at this World Cup. No, I think Norway. I think if you're being like fully objective, I think the biggest, maybe the biggest surprise was Norway. I mean, it's a team that hadn't been to the World Cup in 28 years. They can't even make it Euros. They just got to the quarterfinal and went to extra time. They beat Brazil. I know they've got Holland, but they've had Holland for a few qualifying rounds. They've had Holland for a few major tournaments, and they've never even made it. Any relation to Jonathan David? No. Weirdly enough, 2 of Canada's 3 strikers at this World Cup, their last name was David, and they're not related. Jonathan David and Promise David. Yeah, David, and Davies. Dude, they legitimately could have a starting front 3 of David, and Davies. Sounds like a law firm. What was the most disappointing team at the World Cup in your opinion? It's either Uruguay or Germany. For me. Uruguay or Germany. You want to say Brazil, and I think you're maybe hyping Brazil up too much. They beat a good Japan team. They finished first in a tough group, and they lost to clearly a really good Norwegian team. South Korea, yeah, honestly, South Korea is getting let off the hook if they're not mentioned, especially after that first match, the way they won that match. I'd say Portugal. I got options that didn't get to the round of 16. You know what I mean? I got options. Senegal was very disappointing. I definitely look. No, the most disappointing World Cup team was Tunisia or Turkey. Zealand may or may not be making a video grading every team, and there's only a few Fs. Tunisia was so bad. Tunisia was unbelievably bad. Turkey finished last in a group with us, Australia, and Paraguay. Game's gone. The game is so gone for them. That could not happen. Don't delete Sweden's only win. No, I mean, look, Sweden blowing out Tunisia was part of it. Yeah, no, Turkey was so bad, dude. They were so bad. Tunisia fired their coach after one match. It wasn't even like, oh, they fired him during the group stages. They fired their coach after one match. Yeah, Uruguay was a mess, dude. Uruguay was a mess. Bielsa, like, there was huge conflict around Bielsa, it seemed like the entire time. It just didn't go well. Tunisia, I mean, I crunched the numbers on this. You guys probably won't even believe this because it's so insane. If you go back to the start of World Cup qualifying in 2022, you go all the way through 2022 World Cup qualifying, then you go through the actual World Cup, which Tunisia was at, and then you go through World Cup qualifying in 2026. If you combine all of that, which is like, I think it's like 21 matches, they allowed 4 goals. That's what Tunisia was capable of. 2022 World Cup qualifying, the actual World Cup of 2022, and then 2026 World Cup qualifying, they played 21 matches, they gave up 4 goals. In the first match of the 2026 World Cup, they gave up 5 goals. Tunisia was unrecognizable at this World Cup. Depends on opponents, though. They beat France at the World Cup 4 years ago. You know what? That's fair. It's like, yeah. Tunisia, I think the World Cup 4 years ago gave up like 1 goal. Tunisia had 4 points at the last World Cup. They gave up, I'm pretty sure it was 1 goal. They gave up 3 goals in the World Cup. I'm pretty sure. It might be 2 and 2. But I know they clean sheeted France. They beat France 1-0. And then I think they drew Denmark 0-0 and they lost to Australia. That was their World Cup last time. It was a very weird World Cup. And, in World Cup qualifying in 2020, it's what Tunisia is just. Tunisia had a World Cup playoff. I think it was against Mali in 2022. They won that World Cup playoff 1-0 over 180 minutes. It was a home and away. And it was 1-0. And the only goal was a horrific own goal for Mali. That was the only goal. That was it. They won 1-0 over 180 minutes because of a horrifying own goal by Mali. Tunisia had an identity. And I don't know what they did at this World Cup, but that identity disappeared. It disappeared. They were like North Africa's Catenaccio. They were the defensive team. They were the unbreakable team that always hung with everybody. And they showed up at this World Cup and got dribbled like a basketball by all 3 teams that they played. It was like really embarrassing. There was an inquest in Tunisia about how this World Cup went. Tunisia is not a global brand, so people weren't talking about it as much. But that Tunisian team, I mean, they weren't a pot 4 team. And they finished so convincingly last, it like wasn't even funny. Do I have any idea of what America's soccer identity could be? I mean, I think America's had a soccer identity for most of the time the national team exists. It's all toughness and physicality. And I think that's the issue that the team in 2018 had that didn't make it and the team in 2022 had was they had more quality, but they were missing that kind of like ethos of like, let's go bloody some noses and, get stuck in. It's fight and win, yeah. Nim got to watch both his countries lose 5-1. To be fair, Nim is Swedish. He has Tunisian heritage, but I know for a fact that in Nim's heart, Sweden is first, second, third, and down to 5th. And he did get to lose. He did get to watch Sweden lose 5-1. But he also got to watch Sweden win 5-1 in the Nim Bowl. Should Balogun move to a bigger team or league than Monaco? I think he will. I think there's a couple of teams sniffing around Ballo. I think that'd be good. Bunch of pretty, yeah. I mean, I think the U.S. is a bunch of pretty boys trying to be tough when we need more you don't know where I'm from, dog mentality. Yeah, we need more of a you don't know where I'm from, dog mentality in the team. And we had that at points, and I think we were starting to see that. even from guys like Malik Tillman, where that dude, he's really shy, and there's nothing wrong with being shy. But like he had a tackle out of play, and then he gets up on the board. Like America's it's a trash talking, loud, aggressive, like physical sporting country, and that's what I want to see our national team reflect. And I think the best our national team has ever been, which is like 2002 and 2014. I think that's the way we played. I think in the group stages, we kind of saw that against Bosnia. I think we saw that some, but they capitulated against Belgium. What headset is that? Looks dope. It is the Fractal Scape headset. It is dope. I am very much a big fan. Do I think that the intervention around Balogun caused the U.S. to falter? Honestly, yeah. You don't want to make excuses for him or anything, but it's a pretty clear line to follow of like, wow, we're playing great, we're playing really tough, we're playing really confident, to all of this controversy, we play terribly. You know what I mean? It's like it's a pretty easy line to follow. Belgium was also the best team we played. So I think they were able to take advantage of mistakes that we made way better than anybody else that we had played. How old am I going to be at the next World Cup? I will be 34 for the next World Cup. I think the U.S. came out really flat. I agree with that, yeah. Dude, hey, the only good team we played? Tell Germany that, dude. Tell Germany that. Paraguay's not that hard to beat, all right? You're 30? Wait, let me check. Let me see. Yep. I'm 30. I had to check. Opinion about the 64 team World Cup. I don't like it. I'm one of those people that like, I'll say I don't like it, but when the 64 team World Cup rolls around, I will watch every match. I will be on the edge of my seat for Tahiti against Jamaica. Like, I will. But this is a site that says you're a multi-millionaire with several Rolls Royces in the garage. Yeah, I do appreciate that. There's one website that says I'm 4'9" as well. There's a lot of like internet celebrity websites, and they're all silly. Every single one of them is goofy. I do enjoy reading them from time to time. I get sent them by my friends. One said I'm worth like 14 million. That's news to me. That's pretty sick. Can't wait for me to check my bank account and see that in there. Am I on Wiki Feet? All right, that's the end of that conversation. How did you know? How did he know? Actual Pope Leo, thank you for the 51 months, dude. I just shaved my head and then I realized I have no idea how to do it properly. And also, I don't like it. Time to buy several large hats. See, when I shaved my head for charity, I went to a barber shop. I would totally recommend doing that. They at least know how to get that nice close shave. But yeah, you got to wear hats because all of a sudden your head's going to be cold. It's going to be really cold. That was the thing that caught me off guard, was how cold my head was. Thoughts on Spurs transfer business so far? Who's Spurs signed? I haven't really been locked in on transfer business. Have they re-signed Kulusevski? Because surely he's not on the team. Tonali? Oh, didn't they spend like a ton of money on Sandro Tonali? You're saying they've spent 250 million already? Sandro Tonali for 108 million euros. Mateus Fernandez for 99 million euros. Jan Paul Van Hecke from Brighton. Andrew Robertson, old Andy Robertson from Liverpool. And Marco Senesi from Bournemouth. They signed Mateus Fernandez for 99 million euros. Isn't that the guy that bricked a great goal scoring chance for West Ham that could have saved them from relegation? Maybe that was part of the transfer deal so that Tottenham could stay up. I was against Arsenal, I think. He was the guy that was like in on goal. He's a double agent. I see right through the charade, dude. I see right through it. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes. I am sorry. Tonali Fernandez is a 200 million. I mean, maybe I just have to reframe my brain on how much these players are worth, but like, that's so much money. What drives me crazy is they're purchasing other Premier League players, and the values are always going to be inflated. Like my economical brain from playing so much FM just screams at me like, why are you buying from Newcastle? How are you letting West Ham charge you 100 million euros for Mateus Fernandez? Like, what are we doing? Not, not actually we, fortunately in this case, but like, who's making these decisions? Go to any other league and sign somebody, dude. Those prices are nuts. And this what drives me crazy is nobody has the faith and belief in these players anymore. They just spam massive money purchases like they're throwing stuff at a wall trying to get it to work. Boing, boing. Thank you for the $2.68 super chat. 14 million. Are you loan listed by request or no? Me? No, you'll never catch me on a loan list. I'm offered to buy. Gaffer, thank you so much for the 28 months, dude. Enjoy being a part of the Hammers, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, they're proven players. See, my perfect example is Manchester United considered signing Moises Caicedo straight from Ecuador for $5 million. They decided against it. Brighton, who has a brain, they have a functioning brain. They signed Moises Caicedo, who was, and I'm telling you, there were videos of me saying this, Moises Caicedo was an obvious slam dunk. The guy was already playing regularly in the Ecuadorian national team. You could see it. He was 18. You could see it. He was a stud. But Manchester United's like, well, he hasn't proven it in the Prem. So Brighton buys him for $5 million after the United interest. And then Chelsea buys him for $120 million like 18 months later because now he's Prem proven. Like, you could take a shot at 20 Moises Caicedos for the price of buying one Prem-proven Moises Caicedo. It's so stupid. Exactly. $5 million, it's like, come on. They trip and fall and make $5 million at Manchester United with the number of lunch ladies they've gotten rid of. Are you kidding me? But they don't, talk to me. These clubs need to talk to me. They need to talk to the people that do the scouting at Football Manager. I can find you these guys. Sign them. Give them an opportunity to impress. You build a core of talented players, and then you bring in your guys like Moises Caicedo, and you keep that momentum going. That's how Manchester United stayed great under Sir Alex Ferguson for so long. He wasn't going around consistently buying super expensive players. He had a core of good players, and he would bring in guys that had potential around them, and enough of those guys would be shown how to win and would be brought into a winning environment that it would just continue to like. No, but they're going to spend $200 million on Sandro Tonali just to make sure he's, trying to give him enough money so that he's not gambling on anything. And then they're going to go get Mateus Fernandez, who's literally in the championship, for 100 million euros. No wonder you're in 17th. No wonder you don't like to spend money. When you do spend money, you do it horribly. Proven players. I don't know. Go get guys that are young that everybody agrees are going to be great. That it's obvious that they're going to be great. Mateus Fernandez is that? No player is that if you're spending 100 million on them. If you're spending 100 million on a player, they need to be a star. And I'm sorry to Mateus Fernandez, I don't see him as being a European level star this year for Tottenham. They didn't do it with Archie Gray because Archie Gray came up through their youth academy. Monzambi to Villa for 60 million. Good signing. Very good signing. If you watch the World Cup, you know that Johan Monzambi is obviously that dude. Great player. And I think Aston Villa looked at that and they went, you know what? I would much rather have Monzambi for 60 than Mateus Fernandez for 100. Gray came from Leeds? What the hell? Oh boy, I forgot about that. Bergvall's still good, dude. Bergvall's still a good player. What happened to Dane? No, who's the guy I'm Moore. What's his name? The young winger. They loaned him out last year.
What's worse than
Mikey Moore.
Cats and dogs?
That's their big
taxis.
prospect. That's their big prospect, Mikey Moore. That's like Tottenham's guy. Is Mikey Moore. He had top 10 in the world potential when he came into FM at 16. Oh, Luca Williams-Barnett was on the Wonder Kid list this year. Yeah. Luca Williams-Barnett was on the prospect list this year. He was top 20, I think, in our best prospects on Football Manager. No, rumors of chances at a game this year for Luca Williams-Barnett. I mean, you never know. You never know what kind of quantum leaps those young guys are going to take. Sometimes they get stuck and they don't get any better. And sometimes they take some giant leap forward. It's all about the confidence, I think, at that point. Do you think Tottenham will get Europe? No. I think Tottenham's going to finish kind of where Chelsea did this year, 10. Thoughts on Rodri to Real? I think Rodri's kind of embarrassing himself now. I think Rodri's kind of embarrassing himself with that. He's begging Real Madrid to sign him, and they clearly don't want him. What do you think of Vučković leaving? So stupid. I think it's so stupid for Vučković to leave. Rodri is everything they need to win the UCL. Yeah, I would say both of these things. One, I think it's kind of embarrassing for Rodri because he clearly is like desperate to go to Real Madrid, but they obviously don't want him, so he's kind of like debasing himself almost. But then for Real Madrid, I'm like, well, why do you not want him? Like, let me flip that around. Like, why do you not want the obvious best holding midfielder in the world? Would that not help your team? Or wait for the contract to end? I mean, when does his contract end? In 1 year? Oh, his contract ends in 1 year? Oh, they're just going to wait for his contract to end. It's Real Madrid we're talking about, guys. They're just going to wait for his contract to end. Oh, it ends. I thought it was like 3 years out. If it ends in 1 year, they're just going to wait for his contract to end, dude. This is not a complex. It's all a PR thing. They're going to wait for his contract to end. Mike, thank you so much for the 21 months. What's worse than raining cats and dogs? Hailing taxis. Nice. Did I hear that TTS or no? Let me replay it. Yes. Okay. I was just making sure. We got a league match today against Getafe, and I think I got a little time after it. Now we do have our European matches coming up pretty quick. If we look at the Europa League, they're already done with their first leg. The second leg should be coming up midweek this week. Notice that Lech Poznan is currently leading Inter, which is definitely interesting. Once that playoff round is done, then we get our round of 16 drawn for the Europa League. We got the bye. Like real ballers do, we got the bye. You know what I'm saying? But Getafe, they struggle a little bit. So let's see what we can do here. Cesar's got a virus. Danny Avande has 2 to 6 weeks with a calf strain that he's struggling with. We got the broken hand for Ruben Souza. He's still out. And then we've got 4 to 7 weeks with Ejahiri, but we unregistered him for the rest of the year. And then Salvador, who has the partially torn Achilles tendon, which is definitely tough. We're going to run with Savona. He was the guy that we wanted in here initially anyways. Him, Ferreros, and Otero is going to be our back line, at least for this little bit. Cañete... Or let me get a Rubio sighting out there. Sarai, who's not complaining about his playing time anymore, so that's nice. I'm happy with him for that. I'm going to go Sessa, and then left side. I would go Cesar, but he's gone with the virus, so we're going to go Leo Versalis. Leo, Knifin, Vialva. There's Mbambo and Kiar. So, actually, we're playing a bad team. Hold on. Totally different thought process here. Melilla attack the middle. And then I want Mbambo in that spot. And I want Jens Kjar here. And then I want Knifin to be split out. All right, that's going to get all of our playing time promise players in on the front four. Our playing time promises are coming up soon. We had an absolute tidal wave of playing time promises because our playing time is imbalanced. We're getting Mbambo, Vialva, Knifin, and Jens Kjar on the field. Jens Kjar needs more playing time right now. He's unhappy. And Miguel Rubio. Some pretty delicate squad management is occurring at the moment. Fairly delicate squad management. All right, I need a B team center back. That's not Kamal Chawi. I need Leonardo Silva. He's a little tired, but we can work with that. Bungani Van Rooyen. Okay. And that should be it for what we need around the first team. Havakote, just kidding. Havakote in. Fitness issues for Navas, so we'll let him just recover those. Nava, Havakote, and Jean Carlos is available as well. Nice. Sessa, Casado, Gerard, Van Rooyen, Cañete, Gutierrez, Leonardo Silva, and Jimmy Blom. Conceição. The determination's going up. He's getting a taste of that first team action, and he's like, you know what? I want to stick around. All right, go, boys. Let's go, boys. Hey, Ufka, thank you for the 500 bits. Did you know that it's a scientific fact that extinction of dinosaurs is technically the highest ratio of birds killed with one stone? Thank you for the 500 bits. That is technically true. Akito-san, thank you for the 16 months. Hi, Z. Hi, chat. Hi, YouTube. What's up? Thank you for saying hi to everybody, you know? Great manners from that guy right there. Great manners. All right, boys, here we go. Come on now, Melilla. Come on now, Melilla. Something to think about. True, it's just food for thought, really, chat, is what that is. It's just food for thought. Obviously, food for thought. Stone is putting it very loosely. I mean, definitionally, it's a giant stone, if I'm not wrong. All right, league match to kick off the stream at Getafe with Curacao International Sanche Hansen out there. That's a terrible throw. Dude, they've got a former Melilla Academy guy. Keith Brown. Oh, yo. They're starting Keith Brown in La Liga. I can't believe they have Keith Brown and Ollie Hopsalo. Our 23-year-old St. Vincent and Grenadines defender, who is the greatest player in St. Vincent and Grenadines history now, who we had for years in our B team, and Ollie Hopsalo, who also played in our B team, is starting at center back for them. That's not the right Gerardo. Getafe has benefited massively from the UD Melilla B team pipeline. Keith Brown and Ollie Hopsalo. But I love Keith Brown. Keith Brown was a part of like 3 B team promotions. He climbed up every division with the B team. He's like an absolute legend. The way to Spain is through Africa. Damn straight. It wasn't a very organized press. I didn't like that press. He's off. He's got to be off, dude. Yeah, wait. They're giving a goal kick. They're saying this was on. And just like a massive miss. I mean, is it Versailles is keeping him on? One of those weird plays where all of a sudden everybody's looking at each other and it's like, what just happened? We've kind of been in control of this game. But he might have been on. Nice, Kjar. Come on, Jens. Look before you play it. Look with your eyes, man. Mbombo. Oh, that's a corner. That's a corner. On it! Somebody hit this Park Ji-woon guy. Knifing. Versailles. Oh, Jens Kjar! That onside. Game's gone. How is that the... We are creating, I mean, remember, we're in our more offensive setup here. We are creating, like, nothing right now. I'm going to up the mentality to attacking. Try and take some more risks here. And move him back to a wide center back. We got a lot of nerves for some reason. Like, some serious nerves are going around, and that's not good. I think Casido, I don't know why Mbambo's, like, super nervous. I feel like that's definitely contributing, though, to the struggles. I'm going to go, Joe. He's nervous too. Why? Like, where is this coming from? Is a great question. I would like a new midfield with Casido and Havacote. And that's it for right now. Been unlucky so far. Okay, maybe calm somebody down. Need to. There's a lot of undue pressure all of a sudden being felt by the team. Very, very, the nerves are jangled all of a sudden for the boys, and they're playing like it. There's not a lot of, we're playing like Spain against Cape Verde. You know, there's not a lot of breakthrough, not a lot of moments of inspiration, moments of great hope. All right, I have the 3 subs that I would want to make once we're set. Okay. All right, you come back here. You're going wide forward. Lopes Teixeira's coming in. Canyete's coming in for Versales, who's been playing poorly, but now all of a sudden he's getting better. Okay, so I'm going to bring him in for Rubio. And then I'm going to get Knife in because he's just nervous. I'm going to put Villalba over there, and then we're going to go with Nava. Come on, guys. It's got to be something out there for somebody. Havacote already on that 6.5. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. We gave up that one chance, but it has been nothing doing for anybody since then.
Yo, catching up on the VODs, but
Come
wanted
on!
to drop by and say hi. So, hi.
Oh, what's up, Barrios? Thank you so much for the tier 2, dude, for 45 months. Hope the VODs are treating you well. Dog, we're not doing anything. You want to get really wild and crazy? Yeah, you didn't know I could do that, did you? You didn't know I could do that. Out goes Savona. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. We got Cañete stepping into the midfield. Savona stepping to the advanced wingback. There's got to be something. Catch and counter. Catch and counter. Catch and counter. Good. Ferreros. Oh, my goodness. Naturally, bro. Naturally. Welcome back to the game.
Hello from Norway, Ian shout, Ian shout, Ian shout.
Whatever this was, just a complete nonsense goal. Great. Dude hit such a good shot. Oh, come on. Just the optics of that goal were just absolutely absurd. But that's our fault. I mean, our team apparently has just been feeling unbelievable pressure in this match. I have no idea what it's come from, but we just look, you know, kind of scared and lacking in creativity right now. Good job by Leo Versailles. We might be able to get that back at least. Cagnette, Villalba! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Oh, we got it back. We're back to a draw. Great ball by Cagnette to Villalba. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely job by Versailles. He's like a freak athlete being able to cover that. Nava, Lopes Teixeira with the knockdown. Cagnette, Villalba streaking forward, even though he was on a 6.2. I just trust Villalba now. He's a guy that can, you know, he can flick it on. He can make a difference. Come on, guys. Come on. Give me another highlight. Yeah, I mean, suppose I have to be happy we didn't end up losing it after giving up that 80. Look at the match momentum! Look at the momentum!
Zed, just wanted to say thank you for being the creator that you are. I've been watching in the background for years on YouTube. Keep up the incredible work, especially with hidden grounds from one former MLB employee to another. Thank you. Smile less than 3.
Steve, thank you for the 15 months. That was a very kind message. I'm glad you're enjoying what we're doing. Oh. I even started that match aggressive to try and avoid a match where we fell into malaise. And we still ended up with the... I mean, I'm glad we got the draw, considering where we were with a couple of minutes to go. But, like... Otero watched by Al Hilal. Dude, it's 100 million. It's 100 million. Stop with this $58 million rumor. It is 100 million if you were going to take the quintessential Melilla Academy kid, Sergio Otero. It's 100 million. That's the only way you're going to get him is if you have 100 million. I'm sorry. Danny Russo, 23-year-old on loan from PSG. I have no need for that. Southern Europe, Fiore Mazziello of Napoli. Mohamed Kamai will be an excellent signing. The problem is he's still just not good. He's getting better-ish. I mean, I also have no money, so, like, what am I going to do? I have access to literally no money. Agent offers Marlucio from Brentford under a bid from Sao Paulo for 41 million. Yeah, I mean, I can't compete with that. I can't compete with that. I wish I could. Danny Fernand. Stefan Jovanovic. Always liked him, but he's at Olfaya getting paid $10 million a year. I don't think I'm going to be messing with that. I don't think I'm going to be messing with that. Guilherme. Pachequinho. 21-year-old Brazilian winger. Danny Ali. Yeah, what am I going to do with this guy, huh? Valued at 100 million. We know he's a stud. We know he would make a difference on our team in a positive way. This Fran Villalba guy's worth 100 million, and I don't think I would even want him on my team. Villarreal is not skimping on the valuation there. Amin Farhat, he's bad. Yeah, he's bad. He's not going to get any better. Carlos Caldero. Actually, don't hate him. Gabriel Juplasti. Guy's been on my list for a long time. Max Wayan. Nothing like a defensive midfielder with 16 finishing. Who decided that was the position this guy would play? Was that you, Byron? Who made that call? Max Wayan's the subject of lots of transfer interest. He is actually quite cheap. Paolo Albertazzi. Yeah, there's never for less than 100 million right there. Gift and Kosi, Alex Reyes. It's another American, who's pretty sweet. And then there's Adrian Angulo, who we don't have the ability to sign right now. Thomas Marstock, 18-year-old Rosenborg goalkeeper. Alexander Stefanovic of Novi Pazar. Probably on my BS. No. I think he could be. Jafar Abdul Rahman. Barani International center back. No. Oh, we have a couple more Asian Cup guys. How have we? I mean, we're just really taking our time getting through all these Asian Cup players. This is a Syrian that plays for one of the best teams in Chile. So I'll put that on the list of things I didn't see coming. Mohammed Al Hussein. Huzaifa Ibrahim. You know? 18-year-old Syrian striker at Beveren is not bad. We will keep an eye on him. Temur Sobirov. Now, and Cho Kwang Myong. I feel like they just hard code the game to not give you any good North Koreans. That feels discriminatory. I think Kim should get on the phone, make a few calls, make sure that we get a few North Korean wonder kids. Han Kwang Song was real. Han Kwang Song was real. Oh my God. I mean, he's like, this is a legitimate wonder kid from the Qatari League. Abdul Rahman Al Qatar. I'm not even reacting that way in the sense that I'm like going to sign him. I'm just reacting that way in the sense that like scouting the Asian Cup is worth it if you find a guy like this. Like there is a young burgeoning superstar on the Qatari national team who clearly has a very bright future. I think he's probably half a step off being able to play for us right now, but as a 19-year-old in the Qatari League, it's, I mean, we don't have any money right now, but that is, there you go. That's a pretty great find. Very slow. He's a big dude. He's a big, strong dude who's only going to get bigger and stronger as he seasons, as he gets a little older. In the summer, we need to bring him in. Now, the issue is, of course, that he is a foreign player. That makes it difficult. Trying to find Antonio Silva a new club. Benfica not want him anymore? We'll tell him to lower the damn price, dude. I'll scout him, but like, need you guys to chill. Carlos Alvarez has picked up an injury. That sucks. He's going to miss a month and a half. Guy actually has a chance to be a first-team player. Getting a lot of injuries down in the youth ranks here. A lot of them. Damn, that draw gave Barcelona's got a 5-point advantage on us right now. 5. A 5-point advantage. How the Melilla boys are doing well, Shunt the competition. They're doing well. You know, we're second in the league. We're obviously very happy about that. That's a good good competitive level for us. We've got Europa League knockouts loading. We're not really seeing it pop up yet, but Marlucio's headed to oh wow. Big get by Sao Paulo. 41 million from Brentford. For Marlucio. I liked Marlucio. All right, going to the last 16 of the Europa League. Oh, Eupen upsets Bournemouth in penalties. A brace from Gustavo Varela. And the Belgian side, Eupen, is headed to the last 16. Eintracht Frankfurt sees away tie, never play Noonan and Anderlecht in the playoff round of the Europa League. Sturm Graz eliminates Celtic. The Austrians are headed to the last 16. Inter in extra time. Inter needs extra time to see away Lech Poznan. And then Nice beats Ferencváros. Middlesbrough survives Rakov from Poland 4-3 on aggregate. AZ comes back against Sevilla to win 4-2 on aggregate. And Vitória Guimarães has knocked out Bologna to send the Portuguese side to the last 16. I don't know when the draw is, but it should be soon. Take that, Sevilla. Yeah, true. We definitely wouldn't have wanted to play them in the Europa League. That seems like a serious. Oh, we got Eupen! Yes! We got Eupen! The upset Eupen in the next round. Who are the other? Okay, I can't. Whatever. Panathinaikos AZ. Celtic against. I thought Celtic got knocked out. I'm not an expert in this. Oh no, I misread the aggregate. Celtic is through. So they play Besiktas. I play Eupen. Ajax plays Vitória Game. Dude, Inter got Man City. Oh, I used to pray for times like these. Man City got Inter as their team out of the playoff round. Köln and Eintracht Frankfurt. We got an old German showdown. Middlesbrough gets Fenerbahce, and Nice and Strasbourg are playing each other for a spot in the quarters. The big teams got wrecked. You had Bundesliga, Köln got Frankfurt. City got Inter. Strasbourg got Nice. Ajax got Guimarães. The right side were the teams that had buys. Those are the top 8 teams, including Panathinaikos. Dude, I hope Inter wins. Man City's like murderous, but Inter actually has a chance to beat them. All right, we got Eupen. That is a great draw. We have to respect them. You know, it's a European knockout. We have never won a European knockout tie in the history of the club. We never have. We've been in the last 16 of the Champions League after backdooring a top 8 finish. We were eliminated by Ajax in the last 16 of the Champions League. That was the only other time we've ever played knockouts in Europe. We had another Champions League run where we finished 25th. Didn't make the knockouts. This is our 3rd ever European journey, and it's in the Europa League. And I'm not going to lie, that trophy, it's making the googly eyes at me. The trophy is making the googly eyes at me. Check the tree. I don't think the tree gets set until the quarterfinal. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Wait, Marcos Perez is apparently in with a shout to win the next gen. Well, he has played 23 La Liga matches at 19 years old. This is our academy kid who played a ton of B-League matches the last 2 years. We got him a La Liga loan. And his coach is saying he should win the next gen. Is that a $200 million? What was that? Juan Rubio of Manchester United in Spain. Okay. That kills me. It kills me that somehow we didn't have our finger on the pulse to find this guy. What a ridiculously good player. It's all right. We find the next one. We find the next one. We find the next one. We've got our scouting department set up. We're able to identify talent at every level. We find the next one. Oh, dude, Sosa's back in full training. Oh, my goodness. Ruben Sosa's back. That was so fast from a broken hand. Conceição's been fine, honestly. There hasn't been a play where I was like, Conceição, what are you doing? He's been totally fine. And he's registered as our backup for this wonderful season here. All right, we are 8 points ahead of Real Madrid right now, but we are also 8 points behind Barcelona. So 3 inches forward or 3 inches back, chat. I think on the promises, everything's acceptable, so we just want to make sure Cesar and Bombo, Villalba, and Knifin are happy. So Cesar is still out with his virus, so he can't be upset about not playing. Basically means we need to play these 3 guys. We're playing Almeria, who's in 19th, so we definitely want to hit this aggressive. Lopes Teixeira is going to get the start. I'm not going to start Kiar. And then we have Villalba out there. Oh, I accidentally swap-a-rooed them on the wrong screen. Fair enough. All right, guys, I'd love to be able to pick what role he's going to play. We're going to have Villalba playing as a wide forward knife, and we're going to have Mbombo coming out of the middle. The Savona, Otero. Hey, where's my boy?
Also known as Brain Flourish.
All right, I'm going to have Sosa off the bench for this match. We shouldn't need the starting goalkeeper, and it says he's not, fully fit. We need to make sure. I'm not trying to risk a re-break here.
Makes you think.
Otterman, thank you so much for the 30 months. Makes you think, man. Vlardbeer, thank you for the 76 months. That's insane. Thank you for the quarter century, the Baker's quarter century. Formless, thank you for the 3 months. Congrats on cooking your bacon with $5 of Jeff Bezos' money. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Rubio, you're off. I want Cañete. And then I want... Versailles acquitted himself pretty well in the back end of that match. But I'm actually going to go with a Van Rooyen-Cañete pairing. Double cutting in just to keep the pressure on this defensive shape. And then we are going to take Savona to the wide center back role. I think that might work just a little better. All right. Havica, Casado, Versailles, Gutierrez. We don't have our European match coming up right now, so we're okay there. All right. I'm going to go Casado instead of Tsurai. And then Navas still remains some way short of full fitness. I don't like that. I'll have him in for Jean Carlos, but I don't want him to start. Okay. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I want to win. I want a nice, easy win. I want a good win. Most common rebuilds picking a club and taking them to the top. But is it possible to rebuild a low-ranked league as a whole? Yes, it is. It's called Build a Nation save in the Football Manager community. And that is 100% possible. You have to
Melilla.
basically lead the line for the league, drag the league into a higher European ranking. The higher European ranking you can get the league to be by winning Champions Leagues and stuff, that will make other clubs in that league better. It will bring in a lot more TV money. You can double down on this by, selling players from your team to the rest of your league at a cut rate price, by loaning players to the rest of your league for development and to give them access to good players. Build a Nations are very fun. They're very fun. The problem is there is a youth development rating, right? And that youth development rating cannot change too much, like if you're the Irish League as you used in your example. We are playing against Majid Hashemi. Yes, we sold him to Almeria. And so anytime we play Almeria, we've got the Prince of Persia, Majid Hashemi, opposite us. Former UD Melilla player. At home, we're at home today, too. I expect us to be able to dominate this game. Okay, that's not fair. He teleported. That's illegal. We were in defensive position. He just teleported. I don't know how we're expected to be able to handle that. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a really good ball. Imbambo, Cañete, Villalba, Casado, Van Rooyen. Savona, a running ball to Van Rooyen. Casado, knife, and oh, that's so good! Oh, that is so good from Knifen. Good knockdown by Casado. Whoop! Right inside the defender and deposits it in the bottom corner. Lucas Knifen Egger. Making plays, man. He's making plays. Still not creating a lot. Like, we're in this really aggressive posture and we're not creating a lot. And I don't like that. We're leaving ourselves more exposed. That's a pen, though. That's a pen. Thank you. I just knew Knifen was out there. He's the best penalty taker on our team, so we'll let him step up. Yeah, he gets out of position. Savona's going to have a free header. He takes him down from behind. I mean, we've seen that. We've read this book before. We've seen this movie before. The Swiss Mister. The Swiss Army knife. Lucas Knifen! Still perfect in his penalty record. Lucas Knifen. Still perfect. The guy takes care of business. Made it look easy. Rolled it right into the bottom corner. He was one of the guys that has the playing time problem. Mbambo, Villalba, and Knifen are the three guys that are playing today, and it's likely their last match with playing time issues. Or playing time concerns. Time flows. I'd say Villalba is, over the way he's played over the last couple of months, he's for the first time, he's earned my faith. Is a guy that I trust out there. And he stayed fit. Ferreros, Villalba settles it, Cañete, oh baby, Cañete to Van Rooyen! And BVR has scored a goal! It's unbelievable! What an assist by Angel Cañete! A little shake and bake, a little 1-2, a little cut to the inside, and it's the easiest goal Bongani Van Rooyen will ever score. He managed to not sky it or shank it. He just redirects it into the wide open net set up for him by Angel Cañete. UD Melilla leads 3-0. Sub! Navas, go. Kiar, go. Gutierrez. I'll get you in there for Ferreros. Sub! Oh, that was a lovely goal. I could watch Cañete go to work one-on-one all day. Good. Nice. Here he goes. He's by him again. Oh, I thought he was. Oh, Navas. Sub. Versales, get Cañete, just for fitness purposes. And, yeah, that's it. Costin, oh, he should have shot that. Oh, he should have shot that. Oh, that was open. Van Rooyen. Oh, nice pass. Nice, Gutierrez. Oh, my goodness. Where's the keeper? There's no way this guy should be able to get to that. He knew what he was doing. He knew the ball was going out. He had a good read. He had a very good read on it. Knifing. Nice. Casado. Knifing. Van Rooyen. Remember, he's left-footed. He definitely could have tried to play Navas in there. Playing in tight space, but we have the confidence and quality to do that. Savona, love where he's stepping in. Good ball to Knifin. Knifin, oh, that's a ball. Kiar, back in. Navas. Come on, Bongani. Gotta run, man. Good Gutierrez. What is this highlight? That looked like it was gettable, Jens. I'm not gonna lie. Did you know that ball was coming? Wasn't the best pass by Mbambo, but that looked very gettable. Nice, Otero. Just right in the middle of that. Disrupts it. I'm loving this highlight. I'm just watching the game. Van Rooyen. Dude, that ball to Navas is on. Oh. Gutierrez did a nice job of getting back into that play. He did a pretty good job getting back into that play. He's such a dog. All right, all that for that. Their only shot on target in the whole game. Great win. Great win. Cañete, Knifin, outstanding. I don't know when our next match is, but hopefully it's in a week, and then all of our playing time stuff is done. But that's at home against the 19th team in the league. That's what that's supposed to look like. Didn't really get control of the match early, but that was good. Al Hilal was there watching Otero's performance. Okay. Duly noted. Oh, we play Espanyol in 3 days. Interesting. Worried that was my Villalba. That wouldn't make any sense, but still. How's Samu doing? No real improvement. But hey, he's playing and playing really well for Celtics, so not a bad loan for him. I mean, they're still going in the Europa League, so. All right, Jens, Kiar, Nava, and Carlos. Where do I want Jean Carlos to play? He plays striker and attacking midfield. I think I just run him at attacking midfield. What is he? He's upset with his out of possession training. Okay. Jens Kjaer. If I take that off, are you gonna be more happy? I didn't even set Nava either, dude. I didn't set any training coming out of the January window. He's unhappy with his training in the opposite direction. And then in Bombo, we take that off. Okay. Anybody else that we brought in January, part of the first team? Didn't just instantly loan out? I think so. It was just those two guys who didn't train a position for a couple of weeks. That was goofy. Well, that's silly. All right, we might have to worry about playing those guys one more day. We've got Espanyol coming next. We've closed the distance. We are 5 points off of Barcelona because we won our match in hand. All right. Scouting report. We got 6 guys from Western Europe. Mario Albon from PSG. Lucas Jarnot, a 19-year-old goalkeeper from Stade Rennais. Hugo Garrido. No. And Mark Michaeli from Nantes. Takashi Takashi Yanagasaki. It's really easy, guys. Just swam laps around my brain trying to say that name. Eddie Zalgado. Contract running out. South America South, Ruan Heck. We got 21 requested reports. Jaden Ngwashi. Nico Roscher. Center back, RB Salzburg. Not a great center back physically. He is, however, an outstanding center back with the mental side of the game. He goes to the yes list. Dan Quintilla. 24-year-old flamenco forward Lucas Fernandez. I think I tracked him when he moved there. Not a big surprise. Robinho. Bournemouth. Well, you weren't good enough to keep them from losing to... Who'd you lose to? Eupen? That's a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie. A loss to Eupen is tough. Miguel Nedo. Ryan Noble. Oh, the 19 jumping reach wingback, who's like also an outstanding athlete. Yeah, that guy's fun. He's very good. I feel like in the match engine, you just love to have that guy on the field. Mateu Wirtz, who at one point was a player we were very interested in. Now we are not. Emmanuel Onyekachi, central midfielder. He is all of 5'5". But very good passer. Very good controller of the ball, particularly for the value that he has, which is why he's on the yes list. Now, we don't have the money to go after anybody. 5-star goalkeeper Miroslav Namenko. Okay. Matsej Vinogorodsky. He already got picked up by, I believe it was Bayern or Man City, or somebody came in and just poached him. Mark Janchuk. Francesco Conte, keeping an eye. Herman Cano. All right, he's 24 years old. I'm thinking no. But we still have a couple of Asian Cup guys here. Umijan Bahodirov. Chan Bo, 20-year-old defensive midfielder for China. He's already got 21 caps. He can definitely pass. Lu Wei. So the real question is, who won the Asian Cup, dude? That's what we got to look at. Ali El-Kabi. Oh, he's terrible. Okay, he's really bad. Who won the Asian Cup? The UAE, bro. Asia, you can't let that happen, dog. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the XG table. The UAE won. All right, here's a look at the group stage, chat. Japan going through in first with 7 points, then Qatar, then China. Palestine eliminated on 0 points. We know Qatar, they've got that dog. Thailand, UAE finished second in their group. And Jordan all going through with Kuwait going out on 0 points. That happens. Yeah, Kuwait, happy to be there at the Asian Cup if they're able to make it. But the 2028 Asian Cup champions, Thailand, were there. Indonesia, North and South Korea in the same group. Love to see it. South Korea finishes ahead of North Korea, but Indonesia beats them both and does not concede a goal the entire group. 6 goals for, 0 against. Kyrgyzstan goes out in last. Indonesia takes the group. I would love to watch that group in person. Australia, Uzbekistan finishes second behind the Aussies, right next to Tajikistan. Lebanon, who looked like a pretty decent team when we were scouting them, finished fourth on 1 point. Then Iran wins their group ahead of Syria, and Malaysia gets through as the third place team with a 0 goal difference. Yemen, a very happy to be their team. They're also in the Asian Cup in real life, so good for them. Saudi Arabia, Iraq didn't get out of the group. That is a big disappointment. This was a pretty tough group, honestly. Iraq and Oman are both teams that are not unusual to see in the Asian Cup knockouts. Saudi Arabia goes through in first, and Bahrain with a -2 goal difference, but picked up a 5-2 win against Oman. Okay. Bahrain heads to the knockouts. The round of 16. South Korea beats Qatar. China beats Thailand in a dramatic penalty shootout to go to the Asian Cup quarterfinals, knocking out former Asian champions Thailand. Australia beats Malaysia 3-1. That's a good win for them. Japan takes care of business against Tajikistan. The unstoppable Indonesians beaten in an upset by Jordan 2-0 in the round of 16. Saudi Arabia beats Syria 1-0. Tough matchup. And Iran smokes Uzbekistan 3-0. UAE beats Bahrain 4-1. And a big win for the UAE. Yeah, it's a very UAE-looking team. We have Igor Sorote, Axel Amaral, Kevin Lamonaco, Andres Cuenca, Riquelme, Damian Garcia, Manu Bueno, Mateo Dagaso, Quadwo Ba, Geronimo Rivera, and young player Abdallah Al-Yamahi, who I believe is the only UAE-born player in the starting 11. Yeah, if you think Qatar's bad, which Qatar is like half their starting 11 is not from Qatar, the UAE is diabolical. In real life, it was, I think in the World Cup playoffs, it's like 9 of their 11. Wait, Keiki was there? Different Keiki, not my Keiki. Different one. All right, then we go into the quarterfinal. South Korea beat China 3-2. Well, that's just not anything. Australia beat who did they beat in the last round? Uzbekistan? No, that was Iran. Dude, UAE was murdering everybody. They beat Iran 3-0. Saudi Arabia beats Jordan 2-1. Australia just massacres Japan 3-0. The Aussies looking absolutely raucous going into the semis. UAE beats Saudi Arabia in extra time. Australia beats South Korea 3-1. So you're telling me the Aussies run Malaysia, Japan, South Korea. UAE beats Saudi Arabia. That brings us to the final, where the UAE, is a red card in the 33rd minute for Iran Kunda. I think this is the red. Yeah, they tied it in the 88th minute to force extra time. Down a man. Down a man. All right, I think this was the red. The UAE had just tied it to make it 1-1. It's the first Asian Cup title for the United Arab Emirates. They've won it on penalties against 2015. Oh, yeah. He gets cooked, gets caught with his studs up. And the former Asian champion Aussies fall on the final hurdle. The United Arab Emirates, who are now ranked 36th in the world. Now, it's their first title, though. I'm almost 100% sure. South Korea, Israel, Iran, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Japan, Japan, Iraq, Japan, Australia, Qatar, Thailand, Japan, and then UAE. The United Arab Emirates, who were the runners-up 4 years ago, losing to Japan in the final. My goodness. The UAE, through pure willpower, importing talent into the UAE League in this game, has managed to build a national team that is now top 40 in the world. That's insane. Copa del Rey semifinal, Real Madrid. It's going to be Real Madrid and Barcelona, isn't it? It's the one that all the neutrals want. Did I just see what I thought I saw? 7-0. Great. Real Madrid 11-2 on aggregate headed to the final. Bilbao and Barcelona have not played yet. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I've got Espanyol at home tomorrow. That's what I'm focused on. Playing league matches, winning league matches. That's what I'm focused on. Europa League is coming around. I'm just playing league matches and winning league matches. We got this and then one more match and then Europa League against Eupen kicks off. Amara Joof. I think we're going to have one more match before the playing time promises come in, unfortunately. Which is an important match for us. Got to make sure that the guys play. I don't think Cesar is available still. He's still out with his freaking virus, so we don't have to worry about Cesar playing. But Mbambo, Villalba, and Knifin. Yeah, I wonder who's going to be playing in the Copa del Rey final. It's just a great mystery to me. I have no idea. You know, Real Madrid, they're all focused on all this other stuff, getting smoked by me in the league. It's that time of year again. We're getting all sorts of interest from everybody. Cañete. All right. Ruben Sosa, I want him to play our Europa League matches, so I'm going to have him take over as the starter for this match. He got 5 more days of first-team training coming back from that broken hand. I'll make sure he's okay. Mbambo, Knifin, and Villalba have to play, and I'm going to start Lopes Teixeira as well. Why is this familiarity, just absolutely diabolical? I don't understand that. All right, he's still out 4 days. Avande's 2 to 5 weeks. Salvador's 4 weeks to 2 months. And Ejahiri is unregistered at the moment. Gerard, I'll have you play today. Espanyol is 15th in the league. That's a pretty nice little stretch right now. All right, boys, let's go. Good result, good performance. At home against Espanyol, they've been struggling this year. Just want to, we're staying aggressive. I want us to assert ourselves early. And we are absolutely taking the pressure off. We're feeling some pressure, I think, as part of the run-in. 13 matches left in the season. We are allegedly in the title race. I don't know if Barcelona's going to drop 5 points over the last 13 matches, but we'll try. They have 30 more goal difference than we do, but goal difference doesn't win you a title. We're still there. We're still right there, chat. Chico, thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. Bagpuss, thank you for the 66 months. What do you call two men sitting on top of a window? Curtain rod. D+. Philu, thank you for the 2 months. Skyloop, thank you so much for the 13 months. Tropical username, congrats on your Twitch child. Your 9 months up the Melilla. Come on, guys. Good result, good win today. Not the type of match you hang in the rafters, but definitely the type of match you Mbambo's picked up a knock. I'm going to try and get him to halftime. I don't want to mess up his playing time. He's the only guy that's really struggled with injuries this year, Kelvin. And that has not been an issue for him in the past. Kelvin. Vialva. Oh, have it. Mbambo! It's very early to try and ride out. Yeah, there he goes. Upper body injury. Well, that is the question, huh? Avacote, you're in. Keep our front-footed posture and put a real goal threat in there. Avacote, you are going to be an attacking midfielder from this spot. Thank you very much. Oh, no way. What a ball by Knifin. Really wasn't a lot he could do with it, I guess, but... How did Otero end up wide on the left? When would that have even happened? Oh, good one, too. Oh, great ball! Oh, that's just a gorgeous goal! Allison Lopes to Shara in the top shelf. It's a classic 1-2, a little 360 through ball by Knifin. Lopes to Shara loves charging towards that front of the goal. That is his goal to score. That's the goal he always is able to create. Cañete whistles it in on a plate, and he just polishes it off. So hard to defend us on the outside. The wing overload. Cañete's really found his form as a right back as well. We got a season and a half where Cañete was a little in the wilderness after that one unbelievable season where him and Ruben Gerardo were like the two best players in the Liga. But he's been able to make the transition. Now fits in well with the rest of the team again. Got to meet that, Savona. Attaboy. Well done. Good work, good work, good work. Focus on the possession. We'll stay aggressive for now. What's the all-time assist record in La Liga? It's whatever Cañete did like 2 years ago. He dropped like 20-something. The records, I think, only are running from the start of the save, so... That's what we have. Havacote. Oh, yeah, Kniffin's there. Somebody cleans it up. Lucas Knifin Egger from Switzerland. Up Swiss. It's Havakote doing passing. Love to see it. We've got good players, man. We've got good players. They're good. Good players are going to be good. Two home matchups against teams in the bottom third of the league. Oh, wow. I mean, that's a great hit. Kiar! Go. Get Gerard. Give me Casido. And then switch him with Avocote. So we have Sarai, we have Casido. You know, we're a little bit more reasonable with our possession there. All right. That's the change. Sarai, Casido, and Yins Kjar. Should give us an element of control over this match once again. Nice, Sarai. Kjar in tight spaces. Run! That's what you were born to do, Leo. Make a run. He did make a run. It's too late. Avocote, Cañete. Oh, great ball! Why are we trying to go 5-hole there, man? Why are we trying to go 5-hole there? Oh, Avocote. Oh, Sivairo Avocote. Cañete, Lopes to Shera. Oh, there was nobody there. That's a stupid giveaway. Good thing Sarai is fresh. Casido, Kjar, Lopes to Shera. Leo Versailles! And Melilla puts it away. It's 3-1. Absolutely wonderful football from UD Melilla. Raul Sarai with the interception. Casido, Kjar, Lopes Teixeira with a slick ball to put Versailles in, and he's always fired out of a rocket with that type of run. Such an athlete, Leo Versailles. You turn your back on him for 1 second and he's gone. And now we play it out. Now we get into our more compact shape and just play it out. Don't give them the same opportunity that they had last time. Yins. Leo Versailles. Full of running today. Surely not. Hello! Nice work. Nice work. You know, they scored their goal against the run of play. I think we thoroughly dominated that game. It's good work. All right. Now, Barcelona's got a match in hand on us, but we're letting them know we're not going to go away. Oh, is bruised ribs 1 to 3 days? Oh, come off it. Mark Gahey's trying to get Sergio Otero to go to Al Hilal. Look, he's under contract with me for a very long time. So I'm going to sell him if you give me the appropriate value, and not before, really. And not before. Raul Sarai increases frequency of playing through balls. Nice. I like that for him. Yeah! Look at that inbox. Welcome to Football Manager. Knifin drops his playing time concern. Cesar drops his playing time concern. Kelvin Mbambo drops his playing time concern. And Gianmarco Villalva drops his playing time concern. That is a quadruple playing time concern success. Now we're worried about Jens Kjær and Miguel Rubio. Rubio's currently happy with his playing time. Jens Kjær is not. Because he hasn't started any of the last 3 matches because we've been making sure we got the other one figured out. Whew. All right, we got that one done. That giant wall of upset people has been handled. Otero is now happy to stay. Let's go! Let's go. Didn't know he was unhappy. Well, I knew he was a little unsettled by that offer from Man City. I knew that. But yeah, don't worry. Jens Kjær is going to be basically starting every match until his promise is done now at this point. Do not worry, my dear friend. Dude, Villalva's been buns. I think we need to take Villalva out for a match anyways. He's been booty. He ain't been any good. Nah, I've already yelled at Otero twice. If he pops up there now that it says he's no longer, he no longer has one eye on Manchester City, then I think we're fine. Al Hilal does not seem to have the same allure to him, which is good. The money is not whispering sweet nothings into his ear. So we're surviving in that way. Either scores or drops to 6.2. That's true, but he scored a lot. Villalva's made a lot of key plays. It's just like the last 2 matches, he's just not been good at all. All right, we have Athletic Club away, and then Eupen away, then Alaves at home, which is good. That's like an easier game. And then we have Eupen at home. So we actually have a 4-day gap here before the first game, so I think I'm going to use that and play mostly starters in this game, and then, obviously start basically the same team 4 days later at Eupen. Yo, Barcelona drew! Yes, sir! We're only 3 points back in the league right now. 12 matches to go. We are 3 points back. I mean, honestly, if we just have a big game in our next game, they lose and we win, we might be able to flip this tiebreaker, so. Yeah, we got him. We got him right where we want him. Cesar's back, also. Nice. Ivan Lopez, unhappy, wants to leave. I don't know, Ivan. I don't know, Ivan. Just happy Danny Avande is being evaluated on the fitness test. Because we'll probably need to have Danny available at some point. But even if Real Madrid wins, they are 8 points behind me in the league. That's pretty good. I mean, I know the league is never their number one priority, and they've not had a great league season, but that's still pretty sick. All right, Mbambo, you're off. Athletic Club is in 9th. We are also on the road. I think we start in a bit more of a reserved way. Villalva is going to be off. Jens Kjær is going to start opposite Knife in here. We'll get Knife and split wide where he belongs. And we already have our personal player instructions set for him when he plays there in this formation. We're going to have Sarai step over to the playmaking side. Mark Casado step over to the box-to-box midfielder side. Our left wingback is going to be Cañete. And our right wingback is going to be Miguel Rubio. Good, experienced player. Also has some playing time concerns that we can solve here. All right, Avande should be in training, individual training, injury rehab, and general rehab to work back to his level. I think Gerard and Sessa should get flipped there, and then Cesar. Where's Cesar? Should be back in as a wingback substitute. And then it's Gutierrez and Leonardo Silva once again listed on the bench. Avacote, Mbambo, Villalba, Navas, Jean Carlos. Knifin, Kjar, Lopes Teixeira. Cañete has 15 assists this year, dude. He is such a playmaker. It's insane. All right. Athletic Club on the road. Let's get this bread. And then we have our European knockout match against Eupen. We love the draw, but we still have to deliver. We bottled a really good Champions League draw against Ajax in our the other time we've ever played European knockouts. A little league win first. A little league win. Keep the pressure on Barcelona. Because they also have, they're still going in Champions League, and they have Copa del Rey as well. They got a lot of competitions going around. We got knocked out by Barcelona in the Copa del Rey quarterfinal, so that's how we know they're there. Freaking 94th minute winner for Barcelona. I cried myself to sleep last night. Nice, Rubio. Good touch, Knifin. Miguel Rubio. Turay. Rubio. Savona. Turay. Casado. Cañete. With the knee sleeves. Casado. Angel Cañete. Jens Kjar. Ref. Oh, let's go! Alison Lopes Teixeira does not need a second invitation. That was a pretty reckless challenge from behind on Kjar. I guess he got the ball, but a great first-time pass from Cañete. That's another assist for Angel Cañete and another goal for Alison Lopes Teixeira, who after getting injured in the preseason and missing the start of the year, looks like he is really rounding into form. He is a focal point striker that we have been missing for years. He is giving us exactly what we hoped we would get. Now, he's going to be foreign again next year, but I think we'd be willing to tolerate that if he keeps playing like this. Oh, I'm glad we're in the lead if the match is going to fall into a... Oh, nice tackle from the Red Rocket. Well done, Sarai. Savona. Good quality from Savona at this center back spot. Should just be able to sit there and dink it. Oh, Rubio. Rubio on a rampage. Oh, it's Lopes Teixeira again. You think you have him covered, and then he shows up with a goal. The Red Rocket to Alison Lopes Teixeira. What a delivery by Miguel Rubio. And he creates and holds that separation with his balance, his strength, his movement, his love of the pressure situations. Alison Lopes Teixeira with a brace. Great ball by Rubio. Lopes Teixeira. Rubio. Knifin. Lopes to Shera. Rubio. Rubio again. Can he get a good ball in here? Drags it back to Sarai. That was inch perfect. Casido. Knifing. Casido. Cagnette! Oh, baby! It's on Hell Cagnette! Rattling it off the crossbar. Oh, great little chest pass. Casido settles it, and Cagnette with a beautiful finish. And we were playing our more reserved style. We haven't even given up a shot with 67% possession. I jinxed it, but just complete controlled dominance from the boys in the first 45 minutes in Bilbao. Look at the ratings from our 7-man block. Goodness. Do-do-do-do-do. Sub! Cagnette, come here. Cesar, you're in. I'll leave Lopes to Shera and let him chase the hat trick. Knifin! Villalba, go. Kiar off. Luis Miguel Navas in. Gerard, you're in. Casido moved to playmaker. Or we just got the subs in, so hopefully it's a beautiful counter with all of my substitutes taking advantage of this opportunity to flow forward. And Navas at least showing some energy chasing that around. Is he on? It's kind of saucy. Kind of sauced and tossed me a little bit there. Feeling violated. Okay, good. Good line. Oh, great job by Otero. He's like, wait a second. Let me get the line up here. Gets back to the line. Easy offside call. Navas? Well, that's a ball. Yeah, we just we fell asleep in here. Otero, Ferreros, and Savona. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. But we got Savona and Cesar keeping him on side. I guess it's just a discombobulated back line. Completely discombobulated by that quick pass through the middle. Well, I mean, we can get it back. The way we're set up to play, the end of this match shouldn't be nearly as exciting as it's turning out to be. Villalba. Cesar. Oh, baby. Good save by Sosa. You're not supposed to mark him. If we have an individual striker, you're not supposed to follow him there, but okay. The subs did not help. Not that they were trying to help, it was just rotating, but... Ferreros, what are you doing, dude?
Months, I guess.
Good tackle by Navas. At least
Melilla.
somebody wants to still be out there. Goodness gracious. Ferreros, that was your ball. There is absolutely no excuse for that not being your ball. What a weird end to that game. Goodness. All right, we won. That's what we needed to do. We needed to win. Now we are tied with Barcelona on points. They have a match in hand. But that was a great first half.
People see color the exact same way, so really, color is just a pigment of your imagination.
Cajun, thank you for the 33 months. I'll give you a B- for that. I've always found that interesting because, yeah, everybody sees color differently. It's a weird thing to think about. Like, what you see is very different from what I see for, like, the color green. Like, my green could be your pink. Like, what I'm seeing as green could be what you call pink. Bruce, thank you for that 3/4 century, dude. 75 months. My goodness. Let's go, Melilla. Interesting, man. Thank you for the I want 4-0, then I want 5-0, and I want 6-0. We decided to go the exact other direction, but I appreciate the thought. Atletico Madrid fired Okan Baruch. I don't have any thoughts. I don't even know the guy. We got Barcelona against Manchester United. Okay. Cesar is training to improve his crossing. Well, your crossing is terrible, Cesar. So I really hope that you figure it out at some point, Mr. Caesar. Cesar Navraki. Oh, Europa League is finally here. The Europa League has finally come back to us after our top 8 finish. Our last Europa League game was mid-January. Eupen's stunning penalty shootout victory over Bournemouth to get to the last 16 has now put them up against us. It's a good draw in the Europa League, and we will be okay. You know, Andrew Ortega is actually getting better. There's a world where I regret selling him. But considering how much he didn't factor into this team, I think taking 30, 35 million or whatever we took for him is a good amount. Ciro Feliciano. South America South, Ernesto Chaparro. Dude's got a very long way to go. But he has the potential. Ivan. Yeah, he's got up to 14 jumping reach. I think this kid's going to end up being really good. He's clearly improving a lot, and I think he should be a primary target for the offseason to bring that guy in. Clearly improving a lot. Takeyoshi Okabe from Borussia Dortmund. Very good athlete, and that's about it. Cedric Heguy. Just in case you weren't sure.
Hey Zed. Can you please show me how to edit the B-Team reputation? I am having issues with it for 10 years in my Spain save and I wanted to compete somewhere. Thanks.
I will. Okay. So you go to your B team. You got to get to the actual B team screen here. And then you click here. This is the in game editor. All right. And then you go into club details and you can edit the reputation of the club in there. I would recommend going to, like, if you're in La Liga, I'm assuming you said you're in Spain, going to the worst Spanish team and looking at the reputation of their B team. Sorry, the worst La Liga team. So for me, that was Coruña at the time. Go to the worst La Liga team, look at the reputation of their B team, and then make your B team's reputation that level. Or you can make it maybe like a little lower. But you do that just as a reference point for like the ballpark the reputation of the B team should have. And then you put a couple of real players on it, like just, you know, cannon fodder or guys you signed for free or whatever. And then they'll, you know, for me, it got promoted in 1 year. So Eupen gripped by Europa League fever? I would imagine so. I feel like this would be a pretty big match for them, historically speaking. Dude, I can't believe Leo Versailles is he hasn't played for Spain yet, dude. That's crazy to me. Luis Alberto Ferreros has had positive impacts from the squad's character, same as Sergio Conceição and just Sergio, a youth team goalkeeper. Squad hierarchy movement. Gianmarco Villalba is now a highly influential player because of his time at the club. Cañete has been re-upgraded to world-class player. So they think Jaime Gutierrez could become better than Sergio Otero. I don't believe that. They said Sam Bassar could be better than Angel Cañete. I have not seen Sam Bassar improve once. All he is this potential. I had him on my first team for like 2 years. Now he's 20 and he's still just he's just there, you know? He's just there. He's not getting worse. He's just not getting any better at all. What do I do with that? Now, I shouldn't look at the player database. What I should do is look at this stuff. I haven't cleaned up my end of contract stuff in a while. Tobias Macias. Fabrizio Cabrera. Okay. Oh yeah, Hassam Ahmed. I remember Hassam Ahmed. Eddie Salgado. All right, I want to just look through all my short lists for these guys. Not the free players. What are we doing with two guys on the free list that got nothing going? Keep a keen eye. Nobody. That's ridiculous. Fran Garcia. He was getting offers, but nobody went for him. He's 35. I'm out. Wonder Kids. I don't think anybody's running out of contract on the Wonder Kids side. Maybe on the S list. Vinny Jr., VRL Patrouge, who is already joining me, actually. Mario Martin and Carl Nicole. This guy, Shay Charles, is, yeah, okay. Nobody on our short list that's into contract that we could go after. This guy is free, which means his contract ran out on January 1st from South America, but we'll go ahead and take a look at him. Fabrizio Cabrera. Maybe there's something we can do with him. What I think of FM26? It has its issues. I'm just such an FM head that I still love playing it. But it definitely has its issues. All right, Sosa, Savona, Otero, Ferreros. Where's Rosales? Versales. All right, Cañete, Versales. We're on the road. Do we want to try and impose ourselves here? Yeah, it's Eupen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm ready. Oh, wow. All right, Kiar's definitely playing. If we go really aggressive, then I can get Havakote in there too. And I'm going to go with, actually, I'll go with Sarai. I like that he's more aggressive with his passes now. And then I'll also, I'm going to drop Knifin. I'm going to start Vialva. Loves a big match, and so I definitely want him to be on the field for this type of match. And that means we have a Cañete Vialva side, which there is no way they are emotionally or physically prepared to be able to handle Cañete and Vialva on the same side of the field. That's going to absolutely ruin their day. Evande, Cesar, we have Rubio and Van Royen. Guys I trust a little more in these moments, I think. Mbambo, Casedo, Knifin. Yeah, I would start Mbambo if we weren't getting Kiara's playing time. I want you to know that. I want the world to know that. All right, I feel good about this bench. Oh, and Silva is eligible, so that's good. All right, Europa League, baby. Round of 16. We got a great draw. Eupen upset Bournemouth. Now we've got Eupen in the last 16. We're headed to Belgium first. Cañete leads the boys out onto the field in the Stadium on Kervig. Beautiful evening. We actually played Eupen as part of the league stage. It's rare you get to play a team again, but we played Eupen as part of the league stage, and we did beat them. They have a good player in Marco Relagua. He's on my short list. They have one of the former South African stars, Itumeleng Benjamin, on the field. So we're familiar with a couple of these guys. They're not like a mystery team, especially considering we've played them before. But, I mean, the minimum expectation is a controlled win here. It's going to be a loud environment. It's going to be a tough environment on the road against a team that is, you know, Europe is a new experience for them, so they're going to be absolutely rabid.
Imaginary men in an imaginary universe. Imagine that.
Whoa! Whoa! Let's go, boys. Let's go. Showtime. On the road. It's a beautiful day for Europa League last 16. The surprise package Eupen up against UD Melilla of North Africa from the Spanish leagues. Villalba looking for Lopes. Good idea, good idea, good idea. Good search. We're in an aggressive posture here. Oh my goodness. I thought he was on. All right, I've had enough of this. Like, these guys are supposed to be the guys that step up. And Otero always ends up being the guy that steps up. He needs to stop doing that. And whatever way I can get him to stop doing that, I'm going to. Because a lot of our problems are coming out of this. He needs to trigger the press less often. Because if he goes up, then that creates those angled avenues to get on the inside shoulder. Goodness, what a terrible start. See, he goes up here to go get Castro, and there's just no reason to do that. There's no reason to go... no reason to do that. Let the other guys go get him. Let anybody else go get him in that spot. We just handed Eupen a huge goal 3 minutes in. Let's use this to our advantage. They're going to be incredibly passive. We're going to double overlap just to try and create like crazy numbers when we're in possession. Because I think they will be more than willing to invite that. That was just a bad mistake by Otero. I'm basically just going to try and help him out with instructions. Because I've been noticing that a lot this year. Nice. All right, let's go. Good header, Havacote. Kiar, oh my goodness. No, there's a whole set of defenders back there. That ball was not on. Lopes to Shera. Oh, Lopes to Shera! Let's go! Great end-to-end stuff. I thought Jens Kjaer was making a mistake not playing him here, but there was a whole other set of defenders back here. So it wasn't really on. Gets it into Versalles. Versalles gives Lopes Teixeira a chance. That is a great drag by on the defender. He's got enough room to settle himself for the shot. Picks his spot. Easy. Easy for Allison Lopes Teixeira. Showing a little heart, showing a little determination. Mentally able to overcome the adversity here of an early goal. I was like, how are they going to handle Villalba and Cañete? Those guys have done nothing today. All right, guys, come on. I want a couple goals in this second half. I want to snow these guys under before they come to North Africa. I mean, last time we scored, it was literally countering a set piece. Oh no. Literally to their best player. Please tell me we're going to be able to press effectively at some point. Thank you, Ferreros. And Allison Lopes Teixeira is there as the outlet. Beautiful. He has shown up today in a big way. All the way to the end line. Oh my goodness. Villalba! What a play by Allison Lopes Teixeira! And it's a Villalba who shows up late in the box. Lopes Teixeira, he takes an outlet pass all the way to the end line, lays it back to Villalba. a player of his quality will score the majority of the time from there. And Melilla leads in Belgium in a weird night where Alison Lopes-Teixeira's look like the best player on the planet right now. Subs! Imbambo. Casido, come here. Actually, I'm going to put Gerard in there. It's his home country. Cañete has been a bot. Can I get Van Rooyen? I feel like we're going to be in siege mode, and I like a left-footed right wing back in siege mode here. All right, let's go, boys. Want another goal out there. We want another goal. Go get it. We have our in-cutting wingback. We have our second playmaker out there in Mbambo. This is all set up to be able to break down a siege. Oh, that's a good ball. Lopes-Teixeira, Donde. Van Rooyen, Lopes-Teixeira, Villalba. Surely not! Oh! It's like, why are we going to try and play through these guys? I can just shoot around them. Good save. Do 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 do. Come on, a third goal. A third goal, please. Sarai, Imbambo, good pass. Versales, Otero's there! Nah, no way. Rasmus Bergvall. Casido and Rubio, go. Couple of minutes. Fresh legs, fresh ideas, and a 2-1 win. I mean, yeah, we won on the road in a knockout match, which is fine, but giving up an early goal and not being able to get more than two when we really had the front foot for a lot of that match. It feels like a bit of a let-off in the fact that we're going into the second leg, and it's kind of still all to play for. All right, the other match is Celtic with a big win over Besiktas up at Celtic Park. AZ with a 1-0 over Panathinaikos. Guimaraes beats Ajax. Köln and Frankfurt 2-2. Oh, a crazy 2-2 between Inter and Manchester City. Middlesbrough and Fenerbahce 1-1, and Nice and Strasbourg 0-0. That is an amazing first round of matches that is going to produce what a second day is on the way. Hopefully ours is the one that people aren't tuning into, but there is a great second day on the way. Alaves in 3 days. At home, not a very good team. Just got to be a win. Just got to be a W. We have 11 league matches left for the rest of the season. It's weird because it feels like we're just getting started with Europa League, but we really are starting to enter, like, the final stretch of league matches. And we're getting a couple of easy ones in a row. And anytime you get served up a couple of easy ones on a silver platter, important to take them. Good work in training, boys. Good work in training. Always love what I see from Jaime Gutierrez. Is it the Twitch chat we can see on screen? Yes. Cannot see your chat on screen, unfortunately. I can see both right over here, but you can only put the Twitch chat on the screen. After almost 10 years, how good's the youth intake compared to Barcelona and Real? I mean, our youth intake, I have used my I've used my youth intake more in this save than I really ever have before. We have multiple youth players as part of our first team. We have had a steady flow of talent into our youth academy every year. We should be closing in on youth intake day here. Real Madrid just lost to Valencia. Barcelona won. So Barcelona takes the 3-point lead again. Real Madrid is still like not at all guaranteed to be in a Champions League spot right now. Like, I know they're focused on the Cup and Champions League, but they have really started to sputter in the league. Like, they're not even close to us. We're looking at right now our highest ever finish in the league. We've never finished. We finished third. Oh, come on. Don't tell me Yande's not playing again. Yonde, I'm yelling at him, but I'm not going to lie. This is the second loan you've gone on where it's the only loan you would accept, and you're not earning the playing time that you need. Abel. You are not earning the playing time you need, brother. He needs the playing time. He's not getting it. The problem is his opinion of what he should be is higher than what he is right now. So he'll only accept loans where he doesn't get the opportunity to show his stuff, which is unfortunate. Oscar uncertain over his future. Why is that guy on my short list? Not with the one-footedness and everything else, no. Absolutely not. All right. Alaves. They're in 18th. I want to rotate pretty heavily in this match, and I want us to be able to win regardless. That would be nice. Ferreros in the middle, Gutierrez and Leonardo Silva from the B team is going to play a match here. Rubio is definitely going to play. Jens Kjaer is going to play again. Lopes Teixeira is going to get a spell. We're going to start Luis Miguel Navas in this game. Because, I mean, Europe, very important, obviously. Gerard and Sessa. I haven't really given Sessa a lot of minutes recently. Kind of feel bad about that. Mbambo, going to take that inside forward on the right with Kjaer on the opposite side. Navas, okay. And then Versales is going to pick up Van Rooyen, just so we have, like, mega firepower. Actually, Van Rooyen's going to pick up Versales. We're going to have Van Rooyen and Cañete as, like, cutting in wingback buddies. Casido there, Villalba, Knifin. Yeah, and then Lopes Teixeira, and then Jean Carlos. Versales and Miguel Nava. Okay. Correct. 8 days to 2 weeks on Avonde, even though he keeps popping up on my freaking about to playlist. All right, So's is ready. Silva, Ferreros, Gutierrez. I think we're gonna set this as like just as part of our tactic now. Ferreros, a covering center back. All right, let's go out. Let's attack. Let's dominate this game. We got a big European match against Eupen coming up, but we really need the 3 points here to keep the pressure on Barcelona because we are not going to beat them on the goal difference tiebreaker. We know that for sure. All right. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Problem is, Yande would be upset if I put him in the B team because he's a squad player. It's a rather unfortunate situation. And when he's upset in the B team, it's not really going to do him as much good. All righty. League match against Alaves. Good start. Just need a highlight and a goal. Why do we have so many yellow cards already? Rubio down for Mbambo. Up to Navas! Oh! God, nice touch by Ferreros. Sessa. Mbambo. Oh, that's a good ball. Rubio cooks his man! Oh, come on. Oh, put the biscuit in the basket, guys. Come on. Kiar. Oh! Creates a nervous moment. On that. Oh, ref, send him off. He's the one on the yellow, not my guy. Come on. Yeah, Navas and Rubio have missed some chances. All right. Scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game, the number of chances we've created, so keep going and we'll get there eventually. Oh, that's the idea. I know you have the ability to make a difference for us today. Same with you. I'm not going to yell at these guys. I'm going to yell at you. Okay. I'm going to yell at Rubio because he's been around the block. I'm going to lift up Cesar and Navas. All right. I'm only going to wait like maybe 12 minutes of this second half if we don't just like authoritatively start taking it to them. We're going to need to make some changes because as much as we've looked like the better team, it is 0-0 right now. And that's not good. That's not a good thing. Okay. Change is coming. Where are the issues? Lopes Teixeira coming in. Kiar is coming off for Villalba, who's going to immediately check in and go to wide forward. Yeah, I think the double wingback switch would be huge here. We're really not getting a lot of thrust from Cesar, and Rubio had that one play, but he missed the chance. So I think we do a swap there, and then yeah, okay. Other change would be pulling Silva and going with another forward, basically. You know, Villalba, this would be pretty sick. Oi! Nice, Jaime Gutierrez. That's some excellent defending from Youth Academy product Jaime Gutierrez. Mbambo. Oh, I thought that was in. Come on, score now. I was just about to make the change to bring in another forward. But if we score now, we can just shift back and see it out. Villalba. There you go. There's the energy. Mbambo. Kelvin. Kelvin! Kelvin! This dude has 10 saves. Okay. Yeah, we're getting Silva. We're getting Silva for Knifin. You ready for this? Okay, Mbambo's going to go into the middle. Sessa's going up top. And Knifin's going to the wing. Ferreros right, Gutierrez left. Oh, you guys are just playing center back now. No fancy nonsense defensively. Okay. Lopes Teixeira in. Sessa's the target forward. We have a very specific way we can play when that is the case, which is a little more direct, obviously. Knifin and Villalba and Van Rooyen and Cañete. All right. We've got them all hemmed in here. We are going to absolutely go for it and bring in Knifin for Leonardo Silva. And Sessa's got a very big physical presence up there. So we're counting on him being able to just win some balls, knock some balls down. All right. There you go. And then that just goes into our build-up, balanced, and we're just going to look for a target forward to play off of, which is going to be Sessa with the long balls. Just to get us in business. Not to mention our press is going to force them to hit the ball long, and they're so packed in that we're going to be able to just do that. All right, Andre Gerrard just got to connect it to the outside. Knifin's dropping in. Knifin looking for Van Rooyen. Bongani's got options. Bongani into the middle. Mbambo Shirley! With the composure that you would expect from the club captain, he scores the goal. Kelvin Mbambo of Finland. Mbambo! All right, come back. Come back. Mbambo! Yeah. All right, that's better. That's a lot better. Kelvin Mbambo with the goal. Give him no room. Give him no room. All right, come on. Yeah, Kelvin. Kelvin Mbambo. Oh, this is, I mean, the composure. 8 yards from goal to just take a little touch, a little stutter step to throw off the defender and pop it in the back of the net. An injury-plagued season from Kelvin Mbambo, but he still shows up in big moments. Our 15th shot of the game. Dude's dropping an Eloy Room. He's dropping a Voisinha. He made 16 saves. But we broke down the door. We broke down the walls of Constantinople today. He made 17 saves. The hell is this guy? Melilla wins 1-0 over Alaves. Goodness gracious. What a fun game that was. Kelvin in Bambo. Hey, I'm curious. He's been their starting goalkeeper the last 2 years in their promotion to La Liga. I mean, he's a youth academy kid for them. They don't have a manager either. No wonder they played like such dogs. They're playing without a manager. Always makes a team dangerous. Always makes a team dangerous. Joe Loft, thank you for the prime, dude. Thank you for the 14 months. And Babs, I'm glad you're enjoying the imaginary football. Congrats on your Twitch child. And Fabregas, thank you for the 63 months. Can you pronounce the longest place name in Wales? No. I've seen that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's that one weatherman that can. Good for him. End of contract, Alan Varela is on my end of contract short list. We're keeping it, we're tracking all potential developments. Now, for the rest of our recommended players, Chadi Riyad. That dude's probably never going to come available. Aurelian Prouveau. Guy can't cross the ball to save his life. Alex Lopez. Stays in the maybe. I like him. Same with Jesus Rodriguez. I've always thought Jesus was a tremendous player. Mohamed Khalil Unali. Stays in the yes list, absolutely. Andres. Defensive midfielder from Stade Rennais. Villarreal Patrouge. He's on my default list, but that dude's already agreed to sign with us next year on an end-of-contract deal from Real Madrid. The Hunters have become the hunted. Specifically for their rotation players that they don't use anyways, but we're hunting. We just want them to know. A little shot across the bow. Gilberto Mora is at Fulham at 26 years old. He's got a release clause of $136 million. I don't know why he's popped up for me, but he certainly seems a little expensive. Pablo Felipe is that older striker at Salzburg, who I very much like. I do very much like him. Mario Altenschmidt. Nice name, brother. If only you didn't have 4 jumping reach. Condemns you to a life of obscurity, Martin. Or Mario, or whatever the hell your name is. I'm already forgetting it. Yes, I mean, he's freaking 25 years old, dude. How much slack am I going to cut that guy? Like, oh, he's going to develop when he's 27. JD Canvo. I love the non-game generated center backs because in FM26 they like actually know how to play with the ball. It's quite nice. So you got to bring in old guys to be able to play with the ball because they're not the game generated center backs that are, you can have really good game generated center backs, but they're not going to be good ball playing guys. Rubinho, 21 years old, Barcelona, dual-sided wingback. Worth $100 million. Probably because he's at Barcelona, if I had to guess. Modibo Berry. Bayer Leverkusen. Johannes Klein. I mean, it's literally just a right back. Not keeping an eye on him. Jean-Ander Gamboa. Iker Valencia. Yeah, I mean, I found him because he's got this incredible potential out of Spain, but that potential seems to be so far away from him. Daniel Kjarsgaard. Toru Kamori. It's going to be a rock fight over that dude's signature when he turns 18. That's a second guy for Qatar. Ali Saleh. That is, I mean, straight up, that is a second guy onto the yes list from the Qatari League. Them boys are cooking. He's a model citizen? Shut up. With solid size. Guy caresses the ball with his first touch. Oh, that flair plus he's pretty either-footed. Shut up, man. Shut up. He's fairly selfish. Yeah, he doesn't have injury issues. Good La Liga player right now. He's just at El Saad. Ali Saleh. That dude, Qatar's got two guys that we've scouted at the Asian Cup that are legit. Legitimate first-team prospects. Partida's not playing there either. He's fine. He's played 11 matches in the second division. It's better than I could have hoped for.
Evening, it's been a long time. You all good?
Yeah, man. I am. What's up? Oh, Servalor. My dude, thank you for the 73 months. Yeah, I am all good. Been having a lot of fun, obviously streaming, able to stream more again now that we're not in the World Cup binge. We've got a big Europa League match tomorrow. We expect ourselves to be able to beat the surprise last 16 team Eupen. They stunned Bournemouth in penalties in the last round. All right, we're still going in the Youth League. We've beaten Lyon thanks to a goal from Sergio Altuve, who is one of those players that does have a first-team chance. And apparently, Sergio, Carlos Sudo encouraged what they say is an encouraging comeback from his injury. He was out for a while. Taufik Tadili picked up injuries, being assessed. Oh, no. Taufik Tadili is another potential first-team player from our academy. Twisted ankle. He's fine. Sergio caught the eye, the 18-year-old U19's goalkeeper. All right. We're into the quarterfinal of the Youth League. We are literally the reigning Youth League champions. If we repeat as Youth League champs, that would be absolutely insane. We play on the 22nd against Club Bruges' U18s. All right, international duty call-ups are starting to hit. Samuel and Kamal Shawi for U23 AFCON qualifying. Pretty sure Samuel's already played for Nigeria. Not 100% sure. Fairly certain. Oh, the unbelievable match day City won. Köln has beaten Eintracht Frankfurt. Look at that. 81st and 92nd minute. Frankfurt sends it to extra time. It goes to penalties. Salim Lagzawi, who's playing for Köln. Love to see recognizable names. Oh, dude, Frankfurt had a chance to win it. One of them did. Sirkati or Kaishu Sano missed a penalty with it all on the line. And then the Iranian wonder kid, Mohammad Hussein Peyravani, missed the key pen. Middlesbrough wins it at home. They went behind early, but then rampaged out to a 3-1 win on the day and 4-2 on aggregate. Manchester City able to carry the day. 6-4 on aggregate. They beat Inter and rampage into the quarters. And then another penalty shootout, dude. Another penalty shootout, and this one was long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 penalties for Strasbourg to see away Nice. Oh, dude, Nice scored in the 96th minute to force extra time. I mean, the viewing. The cinema on this day. Incredible. The cinema on this day is incredible. We had, penalty shootout to 7 after a 92nd minute equalizer, a penalty shootout to 9 after a 96th minute equalizer, and a matchup of, two matchups between teams from the same league. But Middlesbrough is in the quarterfinals. Köln is in the quarterfinals. Man City is in the quarterfinals. And Strasbourg is in the quarterfinals. Now it's our time. Now it's our time!
Hey Zed, have you seen the Zamalek transfer ban stuff at all? At one point in May they had 14 transfer embargoes at the same time, now down to just 5.
Collecting them like infinity stones. They had 14 transfer embargoes at the same time. Did I hear that right? That's what Chelsea's going for, dude. Honestly, that's what Chelsea's going for. Why? Just thinking about something for a second. Decided against it, obviously. Let's get the midfield set. Give me unavailables here. Kiara's got to start. We have the playing time restriction, and I don't think I'm going to hate that, but I'm actually going to switch this back out. If Fialva's going to have to play on the right side. The poor guy, Zaviro Havakote, is the guy that loses out the most with all the playing time stuff we've been dealing with. Sarai and Casado. All right, Sosa, Savona, Otero, Ferreros, Cañete, Versales, Tsurai, Casado, Vialva, Kiar, Lopes, Teixeira, Conceição, Silva, Gutierrez, Van Rooyen, Rubio, Gerard, Sessa, Imbambo, Knifin, Havakote, Navas, Jean Carlos. That's the team. Let's go get to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, shall we? Let's go get to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Oh! 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 Let's go, boys! Big day. We got a 2-1 aggregate lead from our field trip in Belgium. Time to absolutely dominate at home and send these guys back where they came from. Let's send them back to Europe with a fat L. Let's complete our first ever European knockout win. Come on. A draw is technically good enough, but we want to go out there and win this match. We want to win it comfortably, and we want to be real happy while we do it. That's what we're looking for. Villalba. Yo, ref! Come on, man. How else do you think How do you think he gets to that ball, ref? Logic this out for him. I mean, goodness. I wonder what their plan is, ref. I wonder what their plan is. Nice. Villalba. Gianmarco Villalba. Oh! Oh, we're all over these guys. There you go. Sarai dropping in. Help that ball tick over. I like it. There you go. Villalba. Clear call. Very clearly communicated as well by the VAR. It is a penalty for UD Melilla. It's Allison Lopes Teixeira, the big Brazilian, to take it. Lopes Teixeira! Might not have been the sexiest, but a pen's a pen. And that was well taken. Sends them right, nice and hard down the middle. UD Melilla 1, Eupen 0. They need 2 goals to force extra time now. Nice ball. Cañete with lots of space, one-on-one. They cannot handle that. Nobody can, I'm pretty sure. Villalba! Oh! Down for... Look. I'm just going to set this down here, and the next person to hit the post. Nice, Casado. Well done, Sarai. Ferreros. Ooh, a rangy ball. Cañete. Villalba! There you go. It worked. He didn't hit the post. Gianmarco Villalba looking once again borderline unplayable. Cañete, always a little taller than you think he is. Doesn't have great jumping reach, but he can win those. And a nice right-footed finish by Gianmarco Villalba. 4-1. Finally in control against Eupen, who are a good competitive team. They're just not that good. Give me Navas. I'm just going to have him play wide forward on the left. Give me Sessa for Casado as well. And give me Rubio for Cañete. Don't think we need Cañete anymore. We got, league matches coming up. This guy's good. He shot that backwards. That was not a save. He shot that backwards. Oh, nice. Oh, it didn't get there, and now we're in a bit of a weird spot. And they've got Agua, who I freaking hate Agua. He's so good. Okay. That looked very onside. What are you doing, Savona? God, Savona! This Rabai guy has dropped less than a 6.0 in both matches. The subs I brought in, not exactly seizing the opportunity, shall we say. Sarai, you're looking complacent. Get off. Jean Carlos, go get your countryman. One Brazilian for another. Give you 15 minutes up striker here, if the sub ever can go in. Nice. Rubio clamping their best player. Giancarlos. Oh, what a ball! I mean, Giancarlo's a really good passer, so his perfect situation is in that, receiving the ball and turning with runners. And that's exactly what he got, and he made exactly the right pass, and Luis Miguel Navas seems pretty allergic to goals right now, which is a problem. We're not relying on him right now, but I would love for him to show that he could be a part of the team. Hey, we won. We won. We won 4-2 on aggregate. We won both matches 2-1. We've kind of cruise controlled our way in, but that was good enough. Yo, Ajax is out. Vitória Guimarães is into the quarters. Celtic just destroying Besiktas 7-3. And AZ is through. 2-1 over Panathinaikos. So that should, a quarterfinal draw should be happening almost immediately. But, we're into the next round. We're into the next round. We're into the next round. There's 8 teams left that can win the Europa League, and I think there's a number of teams that would be considered more favorable draws for us. Some pretty wonky results going on. And some tough draws for, the German and French teams. So I would imagine we're going to get drawn today. I would imagine it would get drawn today. There you go, Andre Gerrard. There you go. Can you believe we got this guy for only $35 million? Can you believe we got this guy for only $35 million? What an astonishing player. The draw already happened. Okay. Who are we playing? Reached the latter stages. Nice. We have completed our requirement there. Yeah, we're making good progress. We're making good progress. I don't see it on the schedule. Yeah, I saw Real Madrid and I was like, brother, Vitória Guimarães. Ah, there it is. Oh, we're not on Man City's side. AZ or Celtic is our semifinal. Bro, we don't have a top 5 league team. Our entire knockout run could be against not top 5 league teams. I mean, the Guimarães is a good team. Celtic just won by a lot against Besiktas. I'm not going to, I wouldn't disrespect AZ either. I think we got a couple of good teams, but that draw is pretty good for us. That means it's kind of stacked up the other side of the draw as well. City against Köln and Middlesbrough against Strasbourg. The other side of the draw is literally two Premier League teams and a Bundesliga team and a Ligue 1 team. It is just an ideal draw. Yeah, I mean, Köln, please. It would be absolutely lovely if Köln could go win that. Lovely. All right, meanwhile, we only have 10 league matches left, and we are tied for the top of the league, even though they have one match in hand. We get some more call-ups for the U23s. I am encouraged by our progress as a club. I mean, I think after these 3 matches that we have next on the schedule, we are literally, we're literally 7 matches away from the end of the season. And we will still have like the whole quarterfinal to go in the Europa League and everything. The end of the season beckons, and it's looking pretty damn sweet. Come on. We don't have any bad trainers. Knifin and Savona at 6.9. That's not bad. Come on. Real Madrid have won. They continue to keep themselves in good standing for a Champions League spot. Would be an absolute nightmare if they missed out on that. Speaking of which, kind of want to go see the Champions League. Round of 16. Dude, Barca's out. That unbelievable Barcelona team has been beaten by Manchester United. Bayern is out thanks to Juventus. Fiorentina's in the quarters. Real Madrid is out. They're not carrying the flag of Spanish football very well. Looks like somebody from Africa is going to have to do it. Benfica just knocked out Chelsea. Tottenham survives Villarreal. They're in the quarters. Liverpool beats Arsenal. PSG is through Leipzig. So now we have United, Juventus, Fiorentina, Porto is a World Cup. Champions League quarterfinal. Tottenham versus Benfica, and then PSG, Liverpool. Okay. 2 Italian. 2 Portuguese. 3 Premier League. 1 French. I am the only one in Europe in all of La Liga. We'll check Conference League. I don't know who is in Conference League for us, but whoever they are, they're already out. Who the hell was in Conference League from Spain? How bad were they? Did they lose before? I don't see a Spanish team. Apoel, PSV, Pafos, Levski, Sofia, Genk, Austria, Vienna, Saba. I can just look over here. Dude, I think they lost in the playoff round. I think they got eliminated before they even got here. Oh my. Bro, Valencia lost to Hapoel Tel Aviv in the Conference League playoff. Spain is down so bad. Spain is down so bad right now. Who is the other Spanish team with us here? Sevilla, and they got bumped in the playoff round. Unbelievable. I'm the last Spanish team alive in Europe. Barca and Real Madrid out in the round of 16. Sevilla out in the playoff round. Valencia out in the freaking qualifying of the Conference League. Our TV money's gone way up, so I would consider. I think our reputation's super high. I think we're just in a weird vortex right now. That's also terrible for us. We're chasing Barcelona. They're not in Europe, and we are. They're not in Europe, and we are. Since when does that happen? Since when is that fair? City in Europa League is crazy. Yeah, I mean, they had to. Come on, Barcelona. Let's at least make it interesting. All right, Barcelona, let's not win 6-0. I think we'll have a Vonde back after this international break that's coming up. Goodness. Okay. Is Carr not done yet? Oh, it basically is. We'll just play him today just to make 100% sure. Mbambo, go give Villalba. We're going to play aggressive because Mallorca is... Well, we're on the road against... we're going to back it up. Back it up! Mbambo, Kiar, Cadete, Versales, Ferreros is dragging. Good opportunity to get Gutierrez some time. Savona, Otero. Dog, we come on. Come on, Avande. Come on, Avande. You got it, man. You're doing great. You're so close. Let's start Havacote, actually. And then Knifin and Navas and Villalba. Sessa, Gerard. A little more energy, a little more physical ability in this spot, so I'm going to go with Gerard. That's the call there. Okay. Lopez, Teixeira. Lopes, Teixeira, Kiar, Havacote, Gerard, Sarai, Versales, Cañete, Gutierrez, Otero, Savona. Sosa in goal. Let's go. Rock and roll, my dudes. Rock and roll. Mallorca's been a tricky team. They've been in Europe a couple of times. They're way better than their name would suggest in this save. Team is definitely feeling the pressure of the title race. So we have to really say, like, look, you've already had a great season. We're already in a great spot. We're playing with house money. It's like the same team talk every time, right? Already had a great season. Playing with house money. You're going to be fine. But at the same time, let's go out there and win so we can put the pressure on Barcelona. At the same time. When's the youth intake? Yeah, it should be really soon. Any day now. We're entering any day territory. It's never on an exact day. It's in like a week range. On the back half of March. We're supposed to have a good youth intake, so looking forward to that. Magdalena Eriksson, our head of youth development, continues to absolutely cook. Oh, baby. Jens Kjær. Jens! Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, beep, beep, boo, do. Oh, my goodness. Nothing like a nice early hole. Good ball. Cañete with good space. Oh, let's go! Jens Kjær! No, I was on. Lopes Teixeira was on. He was like behind the ball. Jens Kjær cleans it up. It's an immediate response from Melilla. Lopes Teixeira brings two defenders and slams the ball against the goalkeeper. We don't even get a replay, but it pops out to Kjær, who heads it into an empty net. Again, the impact of Allison Lopes Teixeira just bungling multiple guys directly into the goal opens up an absolute cavernous amount of space for Jens Kjær. Wait, we've been having a... Oh, okay. Just checking my midfield. Something about the movement looked weird. Oh, that's good. Sarai, Havakote, keep it moving, keep it moving. That's good. Good shooting window for old Jens Kjær. Great response to immediately score that goal. Kjær, Gerard, Gutierrez. We all know you're going to pass it to the guy right next to you anyways. It's fine. Oh my goodness, best pass of his life. Kjær, Rosales. Well, that's a good ball. There he is! Allison Lopes Teixeira! How could you call offside on that? That was gorgeous. Good ball by Leo Versales. And Lopes Teixeira slamming the badge in front of the away fans. The Brazilian forward. He's just such a specimen of aggression and physicality. Just goes and attacks this ball. It's a very mano-y-mano matchup, and he goes and gets it. He goes and gets it. And the lead at Mallorca for UD Melilla. I mean, we've actually won a good number of matches in a row. We just got to keep putting that pressure on Barcelona. Maybe they're going to slip. I would be surprised if they did. They've been such a good team. But, I mean, they've proven they can lose matches. They just did it in the Champions League. So, all right, come on, guys. Come on. All right. Great response. I just love what Allison Lopes Teixeira is doing. Oh, great example of signing a guy for a need. I was like, I think we would play really well with this type of forward. I love everything, all of his extracurriculars, you know, all of his intangibles. I love him. And it has worked. He is not the most technical player, but it works. Kjær, Versales. Oh, my goodness. Take a touch! Take a touch. Casado. Sessa. Swap both midfielders. I would bring in Silva, but the dude's literally exhausted from B team. Villalba. Kjær, I'm not enamored with the way Kjær's played in the first half. Or the second half. What a block by Otero. What an incredible block by Otero. Let's go. Let's turn it into ours. Man, those substitutions just absolutely killed us. Like, all four of them have just really struggled to get up to the apparently overwhelming pace of the match. You've seen this move before. You know what we're doing. We're in a title race here. We can't really mess around. Got to just use Sessa and knifing up there, and then you guys are both just center backing. Gutierrez next to Otero, full academy back line there. Pressing. And yeah, okay. Bombo, we need you to run. So we're subbing in Knifin. He's been able to influence matches late. I believe he's got a chance to do that again here. And then we're going to get aggressive as hell. Because a win, a draw doesn't do a lot for us at all, but a win is everything. We got to go for the win. Nice. Oh, I thought Rosales was gone. The problem is Gutierrez doesn't come over and cover it because Cañete is like telling him in game, like, oh, I got it. What a highlight, dude. Edge of my seat. Those subs we made in the 68th minute killed the game. Mbambo, Villalba, Sessa, and Casado came in and just killed the game. All of them. Tough loss. To lose it from a winning position is particularly tough, obviously. Yeah, tough loss. So we definitely would have felt like we were in control of that friggin' set piece goal and then a good counter where for some reason Cañete's telling Gutierrez that he has that covered when he does not. Cesar and Knifen are displeased with training. Okay. Apparently, out of possession training it's literally the worst thing that anybody can do to you is make you train a position out of possession. It is just the worst. So I'll make sure that we don't do that. All right, Racing de Santander. Kiar drops his lack of playing time concern. We are down to one promise, chat. We are down to one playing time promise. It is an unbelievable victory for the brand. Our last promise is Miguel Rubio that has 10 days left, and we will have satisfied all the playing time demands. Now, I am going to go take a look at some of the playing time demand, or some of the playing time expectations that are certainly holdovers. I mean, let me see if I can get him to accept important player, all right? I think we might be able to. A lot of competition at your position. Is that what I used last time? Because whatever I used last time worked. The one time he actually has been available, so. Oh, we're going to do that. We have too many star players. Set his agreed playing time to important player. Where Knifen's is, but Knifen I really want to move down as well. To at least regular starters. So see if we can... Knifen's a real piece of work, dude. He's a bit of a head case. I've run into that before. He is definitely a bit of a head case. So Sessa, hopefully he's okay. He's okay going down to Impact Sub right now. He understands. He understands the assignment, so we can get him down down from that. Bongani. We already lowered him from important player or whatever. Casado is fine. Jens Kjar is fine. Havakote is fine. Luis Alberto Ferreros, you can run into this issue sometimes. We're going to make sure we upgrade him because he is absolutely a first-team player, so we're going to upgrade him so that he doesn't feel like he's being left out here. I'll try to take Bongani down again. He's a bit of a fickle man. All right, a lot of competition at your position. Dude, Bongani loves me. I think I need to weaponize the fact that Bongani is a big fan of me. Because we just got him down to squad player from important player by just, like, flirting with him, basically. Gave him the wink, gave him the old eyebrow. What's up? That was it. That was all he needed. I don't think he would want to go down. Kelvin Mbamba would want to go down. He's concerned about the amount of games he's been getting. I mean, you did just satisfy a playing time promise. I think squad player along with Zavairo Havakote is a better fit, and he's happy with that right now. Okay. Some playing time management. Knifen is really the only guy that we can't get through to, but hopefully, by this offseason, we'll be able to get through to him. The other guy would be Raul Sarai. He's a guy I'm not happy with as a star player. Can we at least back him down to an important player? Getting him off star is huge. I said, you're still going to be getting regular playing time. I just want to get you off. Like, we're just going to lower it a little bit. All right, we got Sarai down to important player, which is good. So our true stars are Lopes, Teixeira, Otero, and Cañete, which I don't think is a problem for the squad. I skipped my scouting report. Villalba just got hurt. A time-honored tradition. Tight hamstring. He's fine. It's actually pretty solid. If that's going to be his injury history this year, that's really good. Papanyi. Mirko Kesere. Okay. 18 requested reports. Our scouting reports are much more manageable than they used to be, that's for sure. Bahoya, guy can boogie. Luis Enrique. Tian Nai Koren. Wasn't like Man City interested in this guy? Now it's Atalanta and Al-Ali. Slovenian superstar Tian Nai Koren. Alexander Abeln. Yannick Bernard. Adama Diakite. Very similar players, actually. Both those guys. Ray Matthews. All right. Dude actually has something EU in there. So he's a guy that could play for us when most of these guys that are in England could not. Liverpool and Newcastle are both interested in Ray Matthews. I mean, for a guy that's 5'9", he does throw. He throws his weight around, but just not a lot of weight to throw around, you know. Baikun Shabazz. Oh, for crying out loud. He's on Bayern. We're never gonna sign him. That's just where he's gonna be. Yaya Konate. It's on Juve's B team. Apparently, shouldn't be. Should be with me. That's where he should be. Ludovic Munch. Low John. I still think he's good, but my scouts don't. Tariq Farhat, the Libyan national team, one of the strikers in the Libyan national team, is 17 at Ali Tripoli. And I really want to pluck him out of Libya, but the first time we tried, for whatever reason, it fell through. And it wasn't Zian greed either. Something went wrong for me. How much do I spend on scouting? About 500,000 a year, I think. 600,000 a year. It's the top level scouting package and then some. Yeah, and we have our short lists and we keep our short lists up to date. So if you're on our short lists, you know, we want to see what you're up to. Ali Saleh. Okay, he's not actually quite as good as we thought. My scouts don't actually like him that much as somebody that'll be able to develop much going forward. Not a surprise because he's a model citizen, which usually means if there's not a lot of potential left, that's very true because the model citizen's been developing like an absolute animal. But the incredible touch, athleticism, flair combo is very attractive for Ali Saleh. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went and got him anyways. Antonio Silva. I think we maybe slip him to the yes list. I think they were thinking about letting him go, but I think we'll move him to cheaper. Last guy there. Yeah, 20 flair is 20 flair, dude. I'm not arguing with that. Yo, Noah Light! Thank you for the 5 months on YouTube. Sorry, I just saw that. Amp, thank you so much for the Prime. Comrade Woofy, thank you for the 58 months. Big Louie, thank you for the 100 bits. I got a big job interview tomorrow. Can I use you as a reference? I think having a pro gamer would help my chances. Yes. I probably don't pick up random numbers, but I got you. Zurios, thank you for the 30 months in the Prime. Do I rescout short list of recruits? Yes. So there's an option when you're in the short list to send rescouted players reports to messages. That's not the option, but basically it's this: scout report updates, top right. If you're using a basic skin, and so like every 2 months on my yes list, every 3 months on Wonder Kids, every 6 months on the maybes, every 6 months on the cheapers, every 3 months on the B team yes list, right? I'm getting reports, and I don't have them to my inbox. Actually, I have them set up to show up in the scouting center, which I then have pop up once a week. And then I go to the top right and I see where the different reports are coming from, and that's how we keep track of everything. And so we get nice updated reports on guys from our different lists. All right, Racing Day Santander. I would love to get a freaking league win right here, dude. Fabrizio Cabrera. Oh, he sucks. Get him off my short list. Let his trial end. Bongani van Rooyen and Spiwe Bar called up by South Africa for the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. Oh, I wonder who's going to win. Is it Barcelona? Would assume so. We actually didn't get to see. All right, bounce back. Bounce back. Here we go. How are my wingbacks both able to play again? That's completely psycho that both of them are able to play again. We're going to do a little switch up. We're going to go Van Rooyen, or no. We're going to go Rubio, Cañete. Like, Rubio's a dog. We also have a little bit of a playing time concern with him, but he is a dog. And I actually did that before I've remembered the playing time concern. So Cañete to the other side. Surai and Casado from the start. Are we going attacking? We're at home, yeah. I'm going to go attacking. I want to go aggressive. I want to go front foot. We finally don't have a playing time promise with Kjær. So I think how I want to play this is basically... I think we bring Havakote in off the left and then pop him out. And then I'm going to go Knifin. And then we're going to do a midfield switch, which we haven't done in a while because we've had all those playing time concerns. And Casado is going to be the more aggressive midfielder here, occupying this space in offense. And then Cañete and Havakote are going to be playing off that side. Villalba is struggling with an injury. Ivande is still 4 days. Hey, Salvador's back in training after the partially torn Achilles tendon, which I imagine is very scary, but he's on the way back. He's on the way back. Down, do 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 do. All right, boys. Good showing now. Good showing. Savona, Otero, Ferreros, Rubio, Cañete, Casado, Tsurai, Knifin, Havakote, Lopes Teixeira. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Villalba's got that little tweak. I don't want to make it worse. So I would start him over Havakote today. All right, look. Breathe. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Man, you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Racing Club de Santander. Let's go, boys! Come on now. Coming off that loss against Mallorca, I'm sure we can't afford to lose again this season. Probably going to have to win like 8 of the last 9 matches if we have a chance to reel Barcelona in, depending on what they do the rest of the year. But they're not even in Europe, so... I mean, look, one game at a time. I can tell you one thing. If we don't win this game, it's going to be really hard for us to win the league. So we should probably start here. Oh, nice throw, Rubio. Casado. Rubio. Surai. Casado. Knifin. Knifin taking him one-on-one. Good ball. Lopes Teixeira. That's the post. Oh, Knifin all alone. On to Rubio. They're just cycling through. Oh, Casado. I'll try and use that, Havakote. Try and use that. Cañete jogging it back out wide. Now he can set up his move. Good spot for a free kick. Good save, Sosa. Good save. Good touch. Rubio. Inside. Knifing. Oh, it settles. Loops to Shara! The big man. The big fella. Just putting it in the mixer. Putting the defense under pressure. Tackle comes in. Lopes to Shara. Calls off Havakote and then rips it into the back of the net. Control. Alt. Goal. Couldn't agree better. Allison Lopes to Shara. Back half of this season, he has really asserted himself, really found his groove. I hate the fact that Sivairo Havakote is taking this ball. Have it, have it. Shoot! Shoot! Somebody shoot! Somebody shoot the ball! Boo! Boo! Why is he taking it? Well, that's corners. Freaking wide free kicks, Doug. Good ball by Surai to put a little pace in things. What are we looking at? Casado. Oh, it could have gone knifing and then back into the middle towards Surai. Like the one-touch pass that would have opened up the whole field for us. But we're going to do it the hard way. Working our way down the narrow side. I mean, that's a pin, dude. He's going into the box there. He's going into the box. Don't even, you know. He's going into the box. That's a momentum play. Could be a straight red, honestly. I'm just calling it, I'm just calling it how it is. It's probably the right decision. That dude did get cooked, though. He did get barbecued. Oh, come on. All right. Nice. Oh, go knife. Lucas knifing. There you go. There you go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Drag back to Lopes. Oh, we got him. Knife. Havakote. Sub. Versales, go. Figured that was going to happen, so that works out all right. Gutierrez, go. Gerard, go. Switch. Casado, you're deeper now. Gerard, stay active. Get into creative positions. Score another goal to put this away. I'll drop it back at like 75 to 80, depending on the highlights and how the match is feeling. If we have to, if we're up one. Gerard, knife. Rubio there. Back to knifing. Knifing, sizing it up. The cutback. Rubio! Havakote! And the Tingus Pingus lifts off the ground. Sivairo Havakote. Outstanding. And a goal contribution for the Red Rocket. Knifing. Ref, you got to give one of them. I mean, they're just hacking him. He's too good with the ball. They can't stay in front of him. They're just hacking at Knifing right now. You got to give one of them. I mean, you're just rewarding murderous defensive play is what you're doing now. Knifing's got these guys running in circles over here. For someone who watches your videos at 2x speed, this is something. Welcome to the natural pitch of my voice. A surprise, I'm sure. Bumbo. Navas. To avoid injuries in the last couple of minutes. Guys got pretty tired there. Hey, good work. Good work. Good win. Look at that momentum graph, dude. Look at that momentum graph. Look at where the game was played. The control we exhibit at home at the Tengus. Look at where that match was played. Wow, Athletic Club actually won, but Barcelona advances 3-1 on aggregate for a Copa del Rey final from the heavens. Real Madrid versus Barcelona for the trophy. We lost to Barca we shipped $2 million to Javacote. He made 50 first-team appearances. When we bought Javacote, everybody thought I was crazy for spending $36 million on a guy who hadn't made a first-team appearance yet. But you know what? He's played 2 seasons at an exceptionally high level so far for us. And he has continued to work on his weak foot, which I appreciate. He's added a lot to his athleticism. He's become a decently quick guy as well as, an incredible aerial threat. He's grown an inch. And he continues to be an underrated passer. They're admiring Miguel Rubio's talent. What are your thoughts of Rubio's performance? He was very impressive, unfortunately for us. Yeah, well, I mean, Miguel Rubio's a kid that, he made his first team debut when we were a semi-professional outfit. He made his first team debut when we were a semi-professional team, right? He has gotten every ounce out of his talent, every ounce out of his legs. He's a great competitor, fully understands how to play in our system. When he joined our academy, we were a team that was just getting comfortable in the 4th division. He's a local boy. He's a local boy who has played, a lot of matches for this team. Played 2 matches in the 4th division, 19 in the 3rd, 22 appearances in the 2nd. Then he did a year on loan, which did not help much. And then he found his way into the first team, where he has been a remarkably steady presence as a part of our first team. Just the original academy guy, so much so that you kind of forget that he comes from the academy, you know what I mean? You kind of forget that he comes from the academy, that he is an academy guy to begin with. But he is. He is. The original one. When does his promise expire? I guess it'll expire during this break. So we'll just play him in one more match, it'll be good. All right. Alrighty. St. Willie completes his coaching qualification. Our assistant coach is now got his Continental Pro. He's a hell of a coach, too. 21 players called up. Florin Dobre and Fernando and Zubiaga for Spain's U19s. Andre Gerrard for Belgium. He has never played for Belgium before, but I definitely think he fits into the team, so I am pro that. Andre Gerrard from Belgium. Or for Belgium, yes. And Nino Vucak, who has never played for Croatia either, but he's played 9 matches in the championship since his loan in January, and is starting to get looks from the Croatian national team. Cagnette up with Germany, Temi Schmidt with the German youth team, Nava and Marcangeli for Italy's U23s, Lang for Italy's U20s, Aguiar for the Portuguese U21s, Revert and Samu Andres for Spain's U21s, Urbanik and Pashir for Czechia, Kjar for Denmark, and Bombo for Finland. Dude. Owen Leonard got called up by Ireland. This dude's 1 year glow up is unreal. 19 appearances for Shamrock Rovers. My scout goes, yo, this kid's pretty good. I throw 900,000 at him. He immediately wins a starting spot in the Melilla B team and has now been called up by the Irish national team in 1 year. How is Angel Cañete German? He's always been German. And hey, Leo Versalles has been called up by Spain. Sergio Otero and Leo Versalles. Why are we getting worse, Sergio? Sergio? Nice, fine. 5 caps for Spain already. Versalles has never played for Spain. So it's Versalles' first call-up. Owen Leonard's first call-up. First call-up for Nino Vucak and Andre Gerard. Mile Janus has never played for Serbia, but it's not his first call-up. He's been called up before. Yeah, Cañete's always been German. Obviously, he has Spanish second nationality. That probably does not come as a surprise. But he was born in Winterbach, Germany. And he came up, if I remember correctly, in Germany with Stuttgart, where we bought him from 70. He was a big purchase. But he wanted to play for us, and I thought he was a world-class player, so, we went and got him. And he fits our system wonderfully. I think he sets himself up for a great career playing in our system. Yeah. Lira and Wimura's agreement. Yeah, he had 21 assists his first year. That team was unbelievable. That was the best team in Melilla history, the one from his first year. That was the Cañete to Ruben Gerardo year. Last year was not great relative to that. Because we had like 81 points and finished third. Let me look. We had 83 points and finished third. It was a hell of a season. We were runaway good. Then last year we ended up, 65 points, ended up in 5th. That's why we're in the Europa League this year. And, we're trying to beat that 83 points this year. We have to get 15 points in our last 8 matches to even match it, But that was the first year where we really competed in some way for the league title. We at least made people think about the fact that we could contend for a league title. And then Ruben Gerardo started the next year with a crippling hip injury that had him out for half the year. And then we got a big offer for him and sold him. And so Cañete, there was a bit of an adjustment period for Cañete, I think, after the first season where everything was so perfect. And then we had the opportunity this year to bring in Leo Versalles. And Leo Versalles, I think, is a really special player, too. We spent $72 million on him. But, if we have the money and there's an opportunity to get a guy that I believe is just pure world class, I'm going to do it. And I think Versalles is, too. So Cañete has to move to the right, and it took him a little while to get used to that. And he doesn't have Ruben Gerardo to aim at. But we still give him opportunities to play on the left, too. And he's been good. Yeah, Cañete to Gerardo was just unique chemistry. Their two play styles meshed so spectacularly. All right, Janus speaks fluent Spanish. Good for Mile Janus. More international call-ups. Hopefully some first-timers. That was cool to see so many first-timers last time. Villalba for Mexico. He still only has 5 Mexico caps. I feel like it's weird they don't use him more. Lira, who I think has been called up before but never used. Soufiane Bouzaidi is 16. He just got called up to the Tunisian U23s. Kamel Mahmoud to the U20s. Song Sung-jin to the South Korean U23s. Nathan Owen to the Aussie U23s. And Leonardo Silva to the Argentina U23s. Yande for Zambia. Shigehiro and Wemura. How's Shigehiro doing? At least he's playing regularly. We sent him down to the B team, and he is playing all right. Manzurbek Holmatov for Uzbekistan. Rodriguez and Gonzalez for Costa Rica. Gigo for Australia. Jaime Gutierrez for Argentina. He's made 2 caps. Our youth academy guy. Sosa for Uruguay. Elvis Tavares for the Dominican Republic. An academy kid, but Dominican Republic doesn't exactly have a lot of guys to call. Knifen and Sarai for Switzerland. Knifen's played, right? Yeah, 6 caps, 1 goal. All right. He's only 20. He turned 20 this year. He's very young, even though he's not like a guy that people think have not a lot of potential left in Knifen. Yeah, Barca won again. Nice. Oh, we didn't win next gen. They said our player might have a chance. Avande. Yay! Avande's back, dude. Let's go. Urbanic won it a couple years ago. That was before we signed him. Thomas Kozak, Alan Aquino. If I continue a couple times, will I be able to see the runners up this time around? Because I can't see it right now. Avande. Yo, my backup left back just got called up by Brazil. He is an either-sided wingback, and so he has a ton of utility for a national team. But that's pretty sexy. Where's Lopes Teixeira's call-up? Havacote, Dutch U21s, Giancarlos, Brazil U23s. And Avande, of course, was the North American Player of the Year last year. He is definitely getting the call every time. Next gen. Oh, could win next gen. Okay. Sorry. It hasn't been decided yet. I'm looking for something that doesn't exist. I can't read. Somebody was watching the stream like, when is this idiot? When is he going to see? All right, we're still top of the U19s group. Could. There's a news article full of speculation. See, that's the issue. I don't trade in speculation. Dude, you're supposed to be getting better, Palafox. You're a model citizen for crying out loud. It looks like he has. I mean, he didn't have 16 dribbling before, and his finishing's better than it was. I think he's gotten better overall. Come on, Palafox. Rasco, Robert, nobody else exciting there. Mamadou Sila, the Guinean guy. Casido. You're telling me voiced his displeasure. Out of possession. Cesar and Casido. Okay. Casido's an old man. A little worried about that one. Fine. Don't work on your crossing, which is objectively terrible. The biggest hole in your game. What do I know, though? What do I know? Casido's like, dude, I'm 31. I do not want to be doing out-of-possession training. Fair enough. Can Jan Hunen speak Sprechen Sie Spanish? Yes. Yes, he can. Good job, VA Jan Hunen. 21-year-old Finn guy on the B team, which I think is in 7th right now. 8th. Oh, no. Not the best year for the B team. They've been contending for titles the last 2 years, but down in 8th this year. Well, chat, that is where we are going to leave it today. But I think overall a good day. I mean, that loss against Mallorca hurts, but we got through our first knockout round of Europe, and we're set up in the quarterfinals with a really good-looking draw against Guimarães and then AZ or Celtic in the semifinals. So I know youth intake, we didn't get it. We'll get the youth intake tomorrow, dude. We'll get the youth intake tomorrow. We haven't gotten it yet. We've got a match here against Cadiz, and then we've got a big break, then Real Madrid and Vitória de Guimarães right after. Yeah. Yeah, 8th is unacceptable. Got to sign more B team players. Probably. But in the meantime, I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love. Fist bump. I hope you're well. Thank you, Debo, for the 5 gifted. Dude, I just saw that. Debo. Thank you so much for 5 gifted. Thank you for making 5 people's days. I'm so sorry I just saw that. Ugandan Loki, Fortune Tom, Avian Variety, Twitch Manbin, and El Ludo. Be sure to say thank you. If you don't say thank you, then you get banned. I don't make the rules. You know? You're looking at me like I make the rules. I don't make the rules. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a good one. Be good. And UD Melilla takes another step towards hopefully eventual European glory tomorrow.